I think I got this sick, my dudes. I'm bummed about it, but I don't know what else to do. So we're here anyways. Good morning. Let me to move my camera because for some reason she's different every fucking day. I don't know. I think she shakes. Good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday. Whatever. Time zone to you. I hope you're doing well. I don't know. That music made me sad, so we had to put on something better. Welcome. I know. Can we talk about the fun bright side though? Bright sides, whatever. Glowing, what are they called? The silver linings? Silver linings here. So when I lived in Colorado, don't at me for this. I literally, in order to breathe while I slept, I went to sleep with a cough drop in my mouth almost every single night. Literally. I should buy stocks in Ricola because I just had bags next to my nightstand, and every single night, it's the only way I could breathe all night long. Otherwise, I would just get this horrible dry cough. I had to do that last night because I got a horrible dry cough, but it's the first time I've had to do it since I moved. First time I had to go to sleep with a cough. Don't sleep with cough drops in your mouth. You will suffocate. You will inhale it and die. Don't do that. Terrible respiratory advice. Don't do that. But like, it's the first time I had to do that since I moved, which is, I have to remind myself of little things like that because I'm constantly retracking in my head. Did I make the biggest mistake of my life? Did I move again for no reason? Blah, 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 blah. You know, second guessing everything about myself constantly because what the fuck is life? So I have to remind myself of little things like I don't have to sleep with cough drops anymore and my sinuses don't feel like they're on fire all the time. I know. Good morning, David. I really hate this. Morning, Tot. Good morning, Sweets. I use Vicks cough drops and put them in my cheek. Me too. I've kept this like a weird guilt secret my whole life because I'm like, I know I'm a respiratory therapist. Like I know more than anybody you shouldn't go to sleep with a perfect airway sized candy in your cheek. It's so stupid. And yet it's sometimes the only way you can go to sleep because you've got that fucking dry, itchy cough. I hate it. And I got that tickle and that weird burn in my sinuses last night. And I was like, and I knew it. I don't know. I'm not going to put it in the universe. I can feel it though. Cause I fucking can't stop napping. Yesterday after stream, what did I do? Napped. No. But normally I just nap constantly and I hate it. It's sleep apnea and cough drops is a bad idea. Don't do that. Don't do that. When I was in the hospital last, a nurse friend told me of a friend of hers died that way. Oh, I'm sure. Here's the thing with us nurse friends. General term. Anyone in medicine, name something. Some of us have definitely watched someone die from it. So don't ever generalize what a nurse says. You know? I'm sure you already know that, but like, it would be a much more difficult game for you to try to find something I haven't watched kill someone. Hot dogs kill people constantly. Hot dogs are the most dangerous food in the world. They are airway shaped. It's literally like someone took a cast of your airway and was like, let's make meat forms of that for children to inhale. Hot dogs, dude. They're the worst fucking thing you can possibly give a kid. If we want to talk about suffocation, my God. Where are we going? Oh, no. What are we going here? No, I love a hot dog, but they're inhalable. They're just this perfect. And, you know, moms, bless them, y'all are like, I got to cut my kids' food up for them because the teeth don't work, I guess. And you cut their food into perfect little airway-sized coins for them to inhale. And then they walk around like, ah, ha, ha, ha. It's terrible. Stop with the hot dogs. Try a cheeseburger. A blackbird? My brother almost died when he inhaled those butterscotch candies. What the fuck? Why is your brother inhaling candies? Good morning, Bolt. How are you? I was doing that well that day, but damn. After giving me candy before bed in a psych ward for self-harm. Okay. All right, nurse. I had a doctor do that one time. Oh my God. Dr. Lopez. I'll never forget her. Fuck her. I don't care. Name them. She's probably fine. She was a young emergency room doc. And like, here's the thing. as someone on the spectrum, I feel it's fair for me to say this. Doctors are overtly autistic. They have no social skills at all, but they're like really smart and they're treated like a god for so long that they think their lack of social skills are really good social skills. So they flaunt them profusely. And you oftentimes have to physically put your fingers in doctors' mouths and be like, shut the fuck up. You're being really fucking rude right now. And everyone in the room is disgusted with you, but they're like laughing and being jovial and like, you know, because they think it's fun. They have a really hard time with that. And I had this fucking ER doc, Dr. Lopez, who thought it would be fun to, as she's putting propofol into the IV into this like second grader, to tell the parents, oh yeah, that's the white stuff that Michael Jackson loved. Ha 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 ha. The parents spoke very little English. They were Italian. So all they heard was, and this was right after Michael Jackson from that stuff. So like, that was a moment I deeply wanted to take the propofol and shove it in her mouth and start squirting it down her throat and go, night now, you fucking dumbass. I swear to God, half the time the rest of us are around there just to cover up for what the doctors psychologically have just done to a patient's family, because they're so fucking stupid half the time. Not all the time, but a lot of the time. You're just like, it's what happened. We've all seen it. It's inevitably what happens when you're surrounded by yes men. By people that are constantly like, you're a god, you're so cool, you're awesome. They're like, I am awesome. I'm gonna make propofol and Michael Jackson death jokes with a second grader. Ha 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 ha. Because everybody finds that funny. But you know, anxious residents would be like, you're so funny, doctor, whatever. You know, that's true story. It was fucking the look on that family's face. It was just stitches. Their daughter was getting stitches in her cheek. That was it. It's just fucking crazy. Why am I always trying to block my airway with wieners? Is it hot dogs or like wieners though? Happy weekend, Young. How are you? I was just hoping there was a story about someone suffocating on an avian hidden somewhere in your brain. On a bird in your brain, like a bird brain? Two stories. I had one patient where a bird actually busted their windshield and went through and like smushed on their eyeball, but it didn't kill them. The glass was the main perpetrator. And then the second one, I did have a patient try, I don't want to say try, I don't know, almost suffocate on their own brain tissue. You guys know that one. That's the guy who tried to himself, but he didn't hit enough. So he just shot out the roof of his mouth and the front, like his eye and his forehead bones. And so the top of his mouth was open. So refuse was just trying to fall down into his lungs. It was pretty gnarly. That was pretty sick. But I don't think I've seen someone choke on a bird. So you got me there. I haven't seen it personally. Someone probably has. Yes, that is the exact one. I put my hand through their brain. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I know. I had to tell a doctor. Wait. I had a doctor tell me I could die, but luckily I would be dead before I hit the floor, so it's not a bad way to die. I don't think doctors are supposed to say shit like that out loud. No. Hell, welp, I need more weed, always. Not so common anymore, but it used to be coins that kids would swallow. Kids stick everything in their mouth. We just need to eliminate airway-sized things. Good morning, Reasonable. How are you? How do you have recall for like a million episodes from a decade ago? I can barely remember what projects I did last year. That's what I'm saying. I can't remember projects I did last year. It's because these things were, I mean, I don't know. When you see someone's like brain open and they're looking at you blinking and shit, it's something in your head, it sticks hard. I don't know, David, I've said this before, like the medical part of me is a button you guys switch. And she turns on and all of a sudden I'm auto peep and I'm PRVC and I'm clearing airways and I'm pneumococcal pneumonia and I'm C. diff and I'm whatever. Like it's a fucking, I don't know. I think it's a trauma response a little bit. I think my audio is blinking. I think I got to restart the road. I stuck a Barbie earring in my nose as a kid. It's going to go quiet and silent for a minute. Don't freak out. We're just... Are we back? Yay, audio. Anyways, welcome back, everybody. Sorry, every once in a while the road just needs a little tap, little love tap. Don't freak out. And we do it on purpose so you can keep it all easily reachable when you need it. Double the size of your wieners? Yeah. Chew your food. I don't like how I got to my doctor's and my doctor will believe my mom, but not me when I go by myself and I'm a full-grown adult. Sounds like you need a new doctor. Why is your mom still going with you? I got lead poisoning when I was like 2 from eating rocks that had paint chips on. What the fuck? Legit mom had a VHS of telling me to get the rocks out of my mouth. That's awesome. What the fuck? That's amazing. Good morning, Peteskies. How are you? Everyone would agree that plan, right? She left me alone with my inner thoughts. Sorry. Help me, cunts. We're back. Can you hear me? Wait.
Can you hear me now? Woo! It's happening.
I stuck a green runt up my nose as a kid. Yeah. I think we all stuck some weird shit in our noses as kids, right? It's pretty common. It's only fine if your mom's not dominating the appointment. 100%, David. You can bring whoever you want to a doctor's appointment, but if your mother is actively unadvocating for you, she needs to be left out of the room. And I'm here to tell you, as a certified, nationally board certified respiratory therapist here in the Americas, in the United States of America, not state specific, United States of America, as long as you are over the age of 13 and or a menstruating human being, you have the right to eliminate anyone from the hospital room. Period. End of story. I don't care who the fuck it is. You actually have that right. If you are 13 and or you have your period, you get to say mom out, and everyone in the room legally has to get mom out of that room. Period. Because not all moms are good. Not saying yours is bad. I'm just saying you have that right. Shitty aunt just left. How do you feel? I still take family members to medical appointments when I can because they keep me accountable, where I often just shrug off minor issues. That's when someone's being an advocate for you, and I'm very proud of you for doing that. You need it. If you can't advocate for yourself, you need someone there to advocate for you, but not all moms are created equal. Some of us grew up with moms that gaslight the fuck out of our symptoms in the office. So we walk in and we're like, we have migraines. They're constant. No, they're not. She exaggerates. That is not a helpful person in the room. That person needs to be out the room. Out your life, preferably, but out the room is best case scenario. Raven Dreamer.
Thank you so... Wrong voice. Well, thank you so much for subbing to the class, keeping the class alive, and giving an anus its wings. Please go forth and be consensual in all the ways, because nothing in this world is sexier than pure, sober consent, and I fucking appreciate you. Thank you. Boo!
Yeah, we've got a bad moms club. We got a bad moms club. We got a dead dads club. Like, welcome to the clubs, guys. I'll tell my doctor something and she won't believe me, but my mom will say the same thing and the doctor will believe her. Sounds like a new doctor's in order. If your doctor was in the room, I'd kindly tell them that they're a piece of shit. Sounds like a bad doctor. I hate to say that, but Sounds like a bad doctor. I snorted a pixie stick when I lost a bet in 5th grade and I smelled blue raspberry and blue boogers for a week. That's actually awesome, though. You sound like you were a really fun child. Please advise the wife got me playing WoW and I'm level 56. I'm in just over 2 days. Please advice. Like half of the devs I know met their wives of 30 plus years on WoW. I don't know what kind of advice you're looking for here. Congratulations, you found the one. What do you want? No one asks me to play WoW. My 5-year-old says their arm hurts, so waits 3 days before they get an x-ray. My brother went 3 weeks with a broken arm. I think I told you that story, Cocky. I know I've told Cocky that story particularly, but one of my brothers definitely, my brother Corey, went 3 weeks with a snapped radius in the middle of his fucking forearm, and it took his forearm going black before my parents finally would take him into the ER. And they were like, oh yeah, his arm is snapped in half. What the fuck? Oh, we thought he was exaggerating. Not all moms are created equal. Cheers. I'm in both clubs too, Cocky. We're probably on the board at this point. Let's be honest. My dad's been dead since I was 7. My mom's been bad forever. We've got a board of trustees. We've got, a treasurer. It's whatever. I've woken up. My tinnitus has been nonstop in my left ear for 2-ish hours. My dad's had a lot of success with edibles, Vile. Do you still take edibles at night? I was an angel. My twin was chaotic and no one wanted to watch him. Really? Oh, I had 8 siblings. No one wanted to watch any of us. That's why my big toe is fused. My mom was like, if it was broken, you'd know for sure. Oh, the amount of times I was told that as a kid. If it was broken, you'd know for sure. My best friend still has yet to see the dentist, even though he's covered and he has a big hole. He has a hole in his front tooth. The number one driving force in my personal experience for people not seeking medical attention when necessary, i.e. for dentistry, is shame. They get really, really embarrassed that they've gone this long and now they have a hole in their tooth. And all I can say is we don't care. Nobody cares. My job is to fix it. And the more interesting the fix, the more excited I am. There isn't a bone in my body that could judge because I've seen worse than anything you can possibly imagine. You know what I mean? We've all seen worse than you can possibly imagine. I wish more people talked about that so that people would know to get to dentistry also is super expensive. Don't get me wrong, but the leading cause is shame. Most people with very serious things, some people come in. I mean, I'm not kidding. Have you guys heard of the, oh my God, what is it called? It's the, not your asshole. It's the fucking cyst you get on your tailbone. Have you guys heard of and seen that? Oh my God. People will just live with that for years. Years. With a fucking full cyst on their spine because it's on their tailbone between their butt cheeks and they're shy and they're embarrassed. It's really sad. My wife doesn't game, but she'll see me in a bad space and tell me to go unwind with a game. She used to tell me to go smoke a bowl. Oh, I can't wait for you to smoke a bowl because that's how I unwind. I totally get that. How's that going, Chief? Do you find yourself drinking? You did tell that story. When I told my mom, she debunked my memory, saying the first time she made me wait 3 days was because the doctor advised it, and the second time was a choice. Your mom is so fucking mean and embarrassing. Fuck. Mean and embarrassing. If you think someone around you is exaggerating all the time, maybe you're the one with the skewed perspective. Amen and hallelujah. I think I'm just an honorary member of the Bad Moms Club since she's dead and I don't have to deal with her anymore. No. No, you're on the board. No, you're a certified member for life. Oh, bless. That's your mom trauma telling you that. That's your mom trauma telling you you're not worthy anymore because she's not actively there to bother you anymore. So why the fuck are you still bitching, you little pussy? Nope. No. 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 My mom always says I made her wait and that I was overcooked because I was 3 weeks late. My skin was literally bright red. Oh my God, why was it so red? Good morning, Sarah, my love. My mom's 90% cool. That's awesome. That's what we can ask for so much less, really. She's pretty pissy about me being trans and wanted to change my name. Only fault she has. She's pissy. Has she just curious. This is something I've so many of my friends have gone through this at this point. I'm a little nosy about it, but I'm curious when you say pissy, what do you mean? Because the vast majority of people, it's either their family's fully embracing it, their family's like, all right, this will be an adjustment period to change pronouns and whatnot, but we're going to do our best and congratulations on finding out who you are. And the other half's like, we disown you. I've never heard of a middle ground of just a pissy parent dealing with it. How is that going for you? Also, good on you for coming out and being who you need to be. Trans rights are human rights. Not that that needs to be said, but fuck JK Mold. The person with medical training is asking us what a body issue is. Hey, I don't know everything. That's it. Thank you, Terry Lynn. Polynodial. Polynodial? I cannot say the word, so I always forget it. Polynodial cyst. It's on your actual sacral spine between your ass cheeks. It's horrific. You can't sit. It's horrible. But some people get embarrassed because they're like, I have to show my ass to a doctor to talk about it, so they just won't go get it seen. And then they can't sit or lay on their back or shit, comfortably. It's horrible. Pylonidal. It's a pea cyst. We're just going to call it a pea cyst. I've heard of it and seen one. One of my friends had one years ago, and the care for that wound is wild. It's fucking horrific. Oh my God. I'm in the neither club. My dad's alive and my mom is awesome. Fuck yes, though. Are you on the board of your club? What's your club like? Rage is incoming. Yay. Fun fact, I have one of those. I'm not hairy, but I do have shit luck. I've never seen one on a hairy person. You know that? Every pylonidal cyst I've ever seen have to get expressed in the middle of the night in the ER has been on a tiny little ethnic woman. It's usually little Mexican women, like 90-pound, tiny little bitches. I don't know what the fuck that's about, but you assume, I think it's just a weird bias in our head. We're like, you must be super unhealthy to get something like that. Like something alternate, like ingrown hairs or obesity or an injury of falling on your ass. Anything? Nope. It was always tiny girls. Middle of the night would be when the pain really hits and they can't sleep. And that's when their moms finally bring them in, force them to come in to get it fucking drained. That whole, if it's broke is so bonkers. Like I had a sprained ankle. It hurt so bad. I thought it was broke. I've heard sprains are exponentially worse than breaks. I've never had a sprain. I've only had a break. It hurt so bad I wanted to vomit. Oh, I know that pain level. I have a high pain tolerance. I was wrong. It was a sprain. So pain isn't the indicator. So seriously, medically speaking, what I've been trained to know is a break doesn't hurt as much. And also a break tends to immediately start to bruise real bad. So a break starts to turn black. Sprains don't, and sprains are the most painful. That's what I've been taught, actually, is the opposite. That's horrific. I've had that level of pain, though. You got shingles on your face in your 20s, Taryn. What the fuck? If God deserves to be cursed, it's because he did that to you. What the fuck? Good morning, Ren Love. How are you? Auto-completed to kinks. Imagine if we were kinks instead of kunks. I like being kunks. Kinks makes it all sex. And as much as I love to fuck, I believe it or not, I'm not all sex. I like so many other things in this world. Years ago, my brother broke my middle finger with a football. My mom said it wasn't broken, even though it did turn black before healing, and now my finger's so crooked. Your mom sounds like a bitch. I'm so sorry. I mean, your mom's, if you love her, you probably love her, right? And I'm just some bitch on the internet who's completely unbiased. But I'm coming from the point of view of a medical person. If I was just watching this happen in a room, the conversation outside the room would be like, that mom's a bitch. Can we get an excuse to get her out of the room? I would do everything in my power to separate you two. If I was watching this interaction happen in the hospital, I'd be like, we need to get him out. Someone do something. Make up some paperwork. Bring in social services and pretend something's needs to be filled out. I don't know. Get him out. Like, I would be all over that, like, shit on stank. I had that kind of cyst checked as it was causing discomfort. Of course. No, they're horrific. That's the thing. That's what blows me away, that some people don't get them checked. Got antibiotics and advise that if it doesn't help, I should get it cut out. Most people have to get it cut out. I broke my leg from falling leg first onto a concrete patio 13 feet. Oh my God. What were you doing? Oh my God, my dudes. I have to tell you. So when we were buying out Sarah's fucking list again the other day, I raced in there because I really wanted to get something for her for her classroom before y'all bought it all, because y'all bought it all in under 3 hours, you nutcases. And I went in there and I got her a keyboard real quick. So we did it so fast, I forget we even do it. So Zach comes down and he goes, babe, did you buy a keyboard? And I'm like, oh my God, yeah, I got that for Sarah. He goes, oh my God. Oh, fuck, because I just see on my, like, credit card receipt or whatever that some keyboard has been bought with my credit card and it's going somewhere, some other state, to some person named Sarah, and I hate her. That's his exact quote, though. And it just makes me wonder, like, how long did he sit having a panic attack in his office that maybe his credit card was stolen by some girl named Sarah in Indiana who wants a keyboard? We had a really good laugh about it. I sent a video of it to Sarah because I was like, this is one of the funniest things that's ever happened. I kind of wish I would have fucked with him. Drinking was must after the first month. Only one mixed drink a day, usually flavored Crown with something. Think I'm 5 or 6 months into my 18th month probation. I want to celebrate when you get out of that. I think about you constantly. That shit is an actual nightmare. I think the only way it'll get better is for me is federally legalized. That's the way it's going to get better for each and every fucking one of us. 100%. It's terrible. I'm proud of you for limiting your booze, though, and I completely understand. Good on you for setting yourself realistic limits. Realistic is not sober, and that's what I hate about the world. There's this notion of 100% or nothing. And while there are a lot of people battling addiction and going for sobriety, and I 100% support you and I cheers to you, there's also the opposite side where it's just like, it's a matter of circumstances. You can't smoke weed right now. And yet if you can't, I'm a firm believer you need to get fucked up once in a while. You don't need to be constantly stoned like me. You don't need to be fucking drunk all the time. But like, our brains need to relax. And in this state of existence right now, it's really fucking hard to chill out. Cheers to bettering yourself and surviving in this fucked up world. Amen and cheers. Pain is super weird. I think the worst pain I've ever had in my life is some cramps I've had. And I had a horse step on my face. It folded like a lawn chair. Oh my God. That is fucking kind of gnarly, though. It's medicinal here in a coworker's. Well, that's Andrew's dealing with this right now, where it's like his workplace says he's allowed to imbibe and weed in off hours. But the problem with drug testing is like, how can you prove you're not currently high versus I was high this weekend with the current what we have to drug test right now? Pain is super weird. Zach's a hater. He's a super hater. Out of all the things to buy from a stolen credit card, right? One keyboard to Indiana. And might I just add, like, it's a $50 keyboard. It's not like, a $300 fucking Logitech gaming monster with 3 10 keys on it and all the G keys up one. It's like my keyboards. It's a cute, girly little keyboard that you're paying for aesthetic. It's so cute. Like, that's what a thief's going for? Is that just okay? What's the resale on that these days? My mouse started not to work. I have this little Bluetooth. It's the G705. This thing's been going for so long. It looks really gross. Please don't judge it by its appearance. I'm an artist and my fingers are always dirty. This thing is great. It's got a really good life. Like, I only have to charge it maybe once every couple of months. I really enjoy this little Bluetoother. She's a nice little, if you're looking for one, she's lasted me like years. I don't even remember when I got her, many years ago. Weird thing about getting shingles on your face, that depending on the nerve, it can actually blind you with no treatment options. The ophthalmologist told me that after my exam, could have been happy to not know that. Wow, that's really pleasant of them to say out loud. Recovering from hip surgery? Oh, worst pain I ever had was pulling my groin and hip flexor in the same leg at the same time. Dude, same. Chief, hard same. Same. I hate this for you. Don't we have vaccines for shingles? I think we have vaccine. Is it a shingles vaccine or is it a chickenpox vaccine? Because from what I understand, and again, I'm not a virologist, so please correct me if anyone's out there is into virus stuff. Weird thing to say, but you know what I'm saying. Chickenpox is a virus, and from what I've heard, it's if you don't get chickenpox bad enough, it re-flares in your nervous system as shingles when you are high stress. But I think they're the same. I can't remember the name of the virus, though. It's, oh my God, it's on the tip of it's fucking right there. Don't tell me. It's Versa virus. Fuck. Oh, it's right there. Yeah, that's why back when we were kids, people had chickenpox parties. I don't know if people do that, and I don't even know if that works that way, really. I don't know if going to a chickenpox party actually dictates how bad you get the chickenpox, but essentially, you want your kid to get the chickenpox. Kind of mediocrely bad. Like, the worse they get the chickenpox, the less likely they are to get shingles later in life. I guess. Like layman's, right? Herpes zoster. Yep. Zoster. Why was I on? Yeah, zoster was the word that my brain was really stuck with for some reason. Herpes zoster. That is chickenpox, and it lives in your nervous system forever. So if you had chickenpox, I had chickenpox, you had chickenpox, we've got herpes zoster in our system, and it's later, like usually when you're older, like over the age of 60, when you're immunocompromised. Oh, there goes the reader mouth. When you're immunocompromised. And you get really stressed or you go through a really bad injury and you're healing, then the herpes zoster can flare again, from what I understand. My scroll wheel hasn't worked right and goes scrolls for 6 months now. Cute girls can be thieves too. Who's stealing? For any of you generous fucks that bought me something, if you get a notification that delivery was attempted but unsuccessful, my office staff was out on Friday. They should try to deliver on Monday and be okay. If not, we just do it again, Sarah. It's fine. It only takes us 3 hours. This time, it won't even take us 3 hours because we all know what we're looking for. They haven't figured out a test that they can measure levels like you can for alcohol. Exactly. They can't measure THC active in my brain and my eyes right now, which is weird. Are you calling me cute, David, and that I thiefed? Thank you, but also, what did I thief? Sorry, I'm trying to catch up on chat. It did the doubly thing. My leg being broken was more painful than any surgery. Surgeries I'm always out for, so I can't say surgery was bad. I had my wisdom teeth out, and the pain was bad, but they gave me so many painkillers that, like, the painkillers didn't do anything about the pain. They just made me kind of loopy and not care about the pain anymore. I literally cannot do anything other than an MMO mouse. G502 Hero. That's my gaming mouse. What do you take me for, Sarah? Who do you think I am? This is the streaming mouse. Ugh. Okay. Good mouse. Lots of little keys on the side. This is why I don't need massive keyboards, because I've got all my quick keys right here. Those are my volumes, and these are my thingies. Yeah, the 502 is so good. I think the 502 has been around for ages. This is the one most of us have, right? Some version of the 502. I didn't realize I had all Logitech, but I have a whole ass number pad. I used to have one like that and I just didn't use it. I didn't have a use, even playing ESO and stuff. I just didn't have a use for all of it, but I liked it. Shingles is adult chickenpox. There you go. Yeah, we do have a shingles vax. There you go. My mouse is like that. I've had it 3 years and I've only charged it 5 times. I know this because I'm on purpose keeping track of how many times. Same. I think I've charged this maybe around the same amount of times. And I think I've had this for almost 5 years. I have a charge cord on my desk and every once in a while this thing blinks red and I'm like, oh shit. And I plug it in. And then I just forget about it and I unplug it. And then it's like 6 months go by and I never have to charge it. It's crazy because it deactivates when it's not being used. Like right now, it's not using any battery. It only does when you put it down, then it lights up. There's your little blue light. But then she turns herself off. And I think that's how it saves battery. It's crazy. It's such a good little mouse. Knives, thank you so much for subbing to the class, keeping the classy alive and giving an anus its wings. Please go forth and be consensual in all the ways because nothing in this world is sexier than pure sober consent. That's a lot of goddamn months and I appreciate you, dude. Holy shit.
Holy shit, hail Satan.
Everyone buy Brother Past actual wish list stuff. Those panties she has on there and those books aren't going to buy themselves.
I couldn't say I disagree with anything Knives is saying out loud. Professionally, I can't say just go clear out my friend's wish list. Professionally, I'm like, yeah, we bought the teacher stuff. Go kids. Unprofessionally,
My girl Sarah deserves a treat. If you feel like treating a bitch, I'm just saying. My mom mouse has 12 keys that I can program to do anything. Do you use them? I'm going to call it a mom mouse now. When I caught chickenpox in kindergarten, my mom stripped me and my little sister to our underwear and had me hug her and sit with her on my lap for like 10 minutes to make sure we caught it too. Yeah. We all got it at the same time. My sister got it so bad. It was inside out on Sarah, if you know what I'm saying. She was itty bitty little baby and it was just horrific. Sarah will never fucking get shingles, is what I'm saying. If Sarah gets shingles, all of this is disproved because holy shit. I got wisdom teeth out, breast reduction, hysterectomy, tonsils removed. Which one was the worst? Like the most painful in terms of recovery? Tonsils removed was the worst surgery I had, but worth it. I've always wanted to get my tonsils removed because every time I go in to see the doctor or anything, like, wow, your tonsils are big. I'm like, they're always big. Take them out. And they're like, well, if they're always big, I'm like, ah. In her words, so we'd have it at the same time and she'd only have to take care of us once. Viata, look me in the eyes. Did she take care of you? Corsair Harpoon. I don't think I've ever had a Corsair mouse. I think I've always bopped around Logitechs. Actually, they're just dependable. I don't want to have to replace a mouse all the time. I use them all the time. Yep. I want a mouth retainer tongue mouse. What the fuck is that? A little whore for scratching the shit out of the itch. I love scratching an itch though. Are you kidding? It's like one of the best feelings in the whole world. Do you like it? Is it like a mouse like this? Like all the fun keys on the side? I don't use these too much. I program them for things like a dodge roll in a game or bringing up a map. That's a good one, man. Put map on one of these keys if you don't have a mini map, and that way you can just pop map back and forth while you're just running around. That's so helpful. I don't really play MMOs anymore, though. Unlike Barry, whore. Slut whore. What up, Miller? How are you? Same, I had them in my ears, on the roof of my mouth, in my nose, in my genitals. It was so bad. I've still got a couple scars. That was my little sister. Everything. I remember because I think she was still in diapers, and I remember my mom would be changing her, and you could see chickenpox just going inside her little baby vagina, and I was just like, is this hell? Like as a child, thinking like this is the worst thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I think Sarah lucked out though because she was a baby, so she didn't know. She would just cry, and that was it. It was horrible, probably. Fits on the roof of your mouth. It's actually a mouse in your mouth. They were so big I could barely swallow. Constant stones infections. I get that. Anytime I get like when I feel like I'm getting a cold. I'm trying to ignore it. I think I've got the cold, but these will get huge. These two fucking lymph nodes right here. I start thinking I have a double neck. I'm like, what the fuck is that? And it's just the glands just fucking, and that's when I know my tonsils are gonna go. I hates it. As I'm hearing the music, wait. It makes me so glad I watched the Lamb of God Mastodon tour before Brent left and passed. Such a good concert. Oh my God. Speaking of strange metal news, did you guys see that? Oh, fuck. Oh my God. Is it because it's the day after Friday? My brain's so broken. Sid Vicious. No. Fucking why? The fucker was kicked out of Slipknot. Oh my God. Yeah. Sid Wilson, my God. Sid Vicious is not the band. That's a different band. We don't have to talk about it. But like, why? I think he was a DJ. He was a mixer. He was the mixologist of the music, which is kind of, I think, a really big deal. Good morning, Hef. How are you, love? And thank you so much for summoning the class, keeping the class alive, and giving it any swings. I appreciate you. Oh, Deloney. Using one as a push to talk is actually really smart. She gave us oatmeal baths to reduce the itching and would tie socks on our hands when we went to bed so we wouldn't scratch any of the scabs off and get all scarred up. My mom put socks on my hands as a kid because apparently I scratched her cornea. I have shift and control on my mouse for modifying each key. That's smart. I love that everybody has something different though. That's cool. Can't complain. Alive, surviving. I'm warm. I think I have a cold. Random melee, Discord mute, sometimes push to talk. Otherwise, I often use it as a normal number pad. That's the nerdiest thing you could do. I always use mice with the 2 thumb buttons. One is set to swap weapons and the other, any kind of essential thing I use a lot. That's what this has. I've never used it because, again, this is just the streaming mouse. I guess I could maybe use these to swap scenes or something. It has 2 little side. I don't use them. Day 3 of antibiotics for my sinus infection. Boo. Did you give that to me? It's 1,400. What's 1,400? Oh, the roof of your mouth? No shit. Yeah. Pretty sure it's not real. Really? The actual fuck is my exact response, though. He's one of the original 9 members, if you didn't know that. He's one of the origes, which is why he's owed. From like, what happened? Slipknot's one of my forever bands. I don't know. That shit's on my radar. That makes me feel weird. It was everywhere. It was everywhere. I see it everywhere. It's the first thing that came up. TMZ, Sid Wilson permanently kicked out of Slipknot. He was the keyboardist and DJ. It's currently unclear what led him to getting the boot, from drug overdose. But like, what does TMZ know? I don't know. Isn't he married to Kelly Osbourne or some shit? Slipknot does have a lot of, but he was one of the originals for sure. Are you still affiliated with the Glass Piece site? I think I need to get myself a gift after these 8 months. Are you still affiliated with the Glass? Hemper? Yeah, you should definitely. I don't even know if I get a kickback, but I have a discount code. It's ClassHole, all caps. It gets you 5 to 15% off depending on like what time of year it is, but it like Labor Day is coming up and shit. I don't know. There's going to be a lot of sales. There's always sales, but yeah, I'm like forever affiliated with them for sure. Haven't been able to convince them to take out my tonsils. My constant swell and the stones are insane. I coughed up a stone the size of a fucking sunflower seed recently. What do you do with it? Going out to lunch? Yum, though. What are you going to have? Him and Kelly having a fallout? Oh, they're not together. I think he's just doing shit and they're telling him to ship up or ship out. Oh, fuck. They're not together then. I think mouse 3 is the best thing to have on your side buttons. Fucking clicking the scroll wheel. That shit sucks. Fuck clicking the scroll wheel. I do click the scroll wheel a lot. Honestly, I don't really anymore. I used it to open links in a new tab. But now that we have Frybot, I really don't do it. It's weird. Slipknot was my high school soundtrack. Subliminal Verses. I don't know if that's aging myself one way or the other, but like Subliminal Verses probably was like high school. Me driving really angrily through the mountains, listening to Subliminal Verses. Yeah. I saw something from Jim Root saying not to believe everything you read and wait for more information. We definitely don't have all the info about the situation. Interesting. Hemper? Hemper's the shit. Thank you, Glut. That's the Hemper link. Hemper's got so much cool stuff. They've got, probably in my opinion, the coolest, the most interesting glassware and whatnot. The Dia de los Muertos boo. I mean, it's inevitable. You're always going to break a bong. I've learned it's just smart to have a backup. I have 2 backups now. My Happy Cactus Jack rig I got from Hemper is still going strong. I loved my cactus. Sushi ramen, yum. I love that for you. I had birria tacos last night. I forget they're fucking enormous though. Like, they give you 4 tacos, which is already kind of crazy. That's a lot of food. But each taco is wrapped 2 times with a corn tortilla. And then it's got, I swear to God, like a 1/4 pound of the birria in each taco with cheese. And then they give you all the sauce and like the consomme on the side you're supposed to dip it in. And I'm just like, how do you even manage this? I could eat 2. And I was like, I still feel like a gut bomb from it. Bloated as fuck. Maybe it's heat bloat though. Maybe I'm going to heat shit. Am I just going to have the... I've learned recently that in the heat, some people just have diarrhea. I don't know. I'm going to blame my bloat on the heat. It's 100 degrees. It was yesterday. I used to use an earwax remover to remove stones manually for so many years. I've definitely pinched them out with a fucking Q-tip before. Not safe. I was young and dumb. I love my little bong I got from there. I keep them simple for cleaning. It's so easy. I love this little guy. I just got this from a local head shop in Denver or whatever. I love this. It's such a perfect little bong. It was amazing. They were so good, but they're so much food. They're huge and dense. They're so dense. I mean, maybe I just need to get them without cheese. I think it's the cheese that just makes it, it's like each one is a quesadilla kind of by the time you're eating it. And I was just like, this is fucking crazy. How do people just eat? Again, I don't eat throughout like I ate Cheetos yesterday. That was crazy. I don't eat throughout the day. Would you eat that for lunch and just like get up and keep moving? How do you function after you fucking eat something like that? I don't understand. I know this is like a lunch food item. People are crazy. It was really good though. I have many pipe bongs, 1-hitters, and an auto roller, but that one was cool. It's always the favorite that dies. I don't know why. It's just the way the world works. The heat shits, they're real, I guess. I don't know. I think like now every time I feel kind of like bloated, I'm like, is it heat? Is it because it's hot out? Like what's happening? It's 7 degrees here in Australia. That's because it's winter. Merry Christmas or whatever. It took me until I was like, I think I was in my teens before I kind of like realized that that's what the other side of the hemisphere meant. It's not that you guys celebrate Christmas in the summer. It's that your winter is my summer. It's very baffling. American education failed us on so many levels. I have to log all food. That's because you had shit cut out of your brain, dude. The alternative's like dying, so do it. Do you ever get bored? Do you ever find yourself not eating because you don't want to log it? I heat vomit. Been to the hospital 2 years in a row for pyro 4th of July for dehydration and heat exhaustion. Aren't you an adult? That's shit that happens to the elderly and the youth. Our age, we know how to get cool. Wear the thing on your neck and a fan and drink water and eat salt. What are you doing? What's wrong with you? Diabetic, so basically,
Fuck!
all right, you get a diabetic pass, motherfucker. I vape and do gummies, and I very much made a mistake. I did a whole gummy, which was 420 milligrams. I've never even done that, and I smoke pot most of my life. Jesus Christ. And I swear I could feel sounds and taste colors. I had to manual breathing. That's when you know. That's when you know you've gone too far. Manual breathing. It's always the manual breathing. I'm so sorry. Yeah, nope, been there. My mom grew up with Christmas in the summer. I had an incredible double smash burger and some tots. I love smash burgers. Cheeseburger done right is kind of a perfect food. I fucking love a cheeseburger. God damn it, Katie. Stop speaking that true. Don't eat equals don't track. Can you smell the eating disorder? There she is. Cheers. I've legit not eaten because I don't want to log it. Me. I don't want to log it and I don't want to make it. Or what I find is sometimes I just want to make it and then I don't want to eat it. And all those options together, I'm just like, you know what? I saw a post the other day, man, that was on Instagram or something like that. And it was a psychologist that specializes in ADHD talking about why is it so hard to get a task started that you do enjoy as an ADHD person, i.e. for me, getting started painting something or playing guitar or reading a book, anything, doing something I enjoy. Why is it so hard getting started? And it's because the ADHD mind jumps to the last step before you've even fucking started, and it overwhelms your brain and makes you shut down. So you literally have to rewire your brain to stop doing that in order to control the flow of dopamine, because your brain's trying to get the dopamine before you've started the task, because we're so desperate for it, because we're starving. That's neither here nor there, but like, fuck. And a fried egg, fuck me up, dude. Fried egg's a little bit runny, or at least jammy. I don't want an egg where the yolk's just in place. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of no point. The egg's not as big as the burger, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Makes bubbling noises. Or you don't log your binge eating calories, or you don't log it because you already know how many calories it is. It's basically negligible. You ate this yesterday, you don't really need to log it, or you don't need to measure it, you know what it looked like, etc., etc., etc. I hate how hungry I get while eating. I hate that, cooking, sorry, MS Brain, no, it's totally cool. I don't get hungry while cooking at all. Mine is that I hate that, like, my body doesn't want to stop eating. So if I start eating at 7 a.m., my brain just wants to keep munching like a Pac-Man until I sleep. Why? I'm full, like I'm painfully full. I can't consume anymore. So then I'm just miserable because my brain just wants to chew still and I fucking cannot. What is that? So I just like drink beverages all day. Because that's it. Is it oral fixation? I hate chewing bubblegum. What else can you do? Looking around desperately. Paint. Talk. I won't get up to find myself some food. I realize I'm not really hungry, just bored. The broccoli test. Or pick a vegetable you don't hate if you hate broccoli. Pick a vegetable you don't hate. Does that sound delicious right now? I don't know if that's eating disorder talk, though. I have no idea. Fried egg and a burger is top tier. It is. Y'all got to come to Sonic Temple. What is that? I have to hack my brain to do stuff. Like, always wash towels first because they're the easiest to fold and put away. If I can get that load done, then usually I can get the rest done. I love that brain hack, though. You said a fix for tinnitus earlier when I got distracted by looking for what I have for Pizzole in my house and didn't hear it. My dad has been taking edibles. High THC edibles. And doesn't do the pots. But those have been helping. Also doing TMJ exercises. Literally, I watched him and my mom do them every morning in the living room. They're hilarious, but it's him going like, yeah, and he's like jacking his jaw forward, doing TMJ exercises. Because what my dad's doctor told him is that what leading research is realizing is that tinnitus has actually nothing to do with the ear. It's all in the head. It's actually in your head. It's all connected, but it's your brain causing that feedback to your ears for some reason. And so they're trying to release tension in the neck and release tension in the back of the skull and stuff like that. Look up TMJ exercises. Welcome back, Eliza. My insurance refuses to pay for my ADHD meds, so that's been fun. That's nice. Love that. Hence the cigarette habit. Yeah. Me too, Mishy. That's why I don't chew bubblegum, because it gives me a headache. Same. I think because I love it. I love it. Don't chew paint. I have chewed a few paintbrushes in my time. I absolutely chew gum until it's so hard that I'm like, and I start to get this headache, like a temple headache. And I'm like, why am I fucking getting a headache? This is crazy. It's always gum. What if we all got chew toys for kids' autism? I would have been thriving. My brain doesn't tell me when to eat or drink, so I'm able to watch food videos all day. Those don't make me hungry. Nothing makes me hungry, really. 4-Day Metal Festival in Columbus, Ohio. I do love a metal festival, though. I just did a punk festival, believe it or not. I know. Who is she? It was fun. I met cool people. They followed me on Instagram, and now they message me and stuff. It's weird. Try the TMJ exercises. He's been doing them. I don't think it's eliminated it, but he says it's helped. Brain is super fucked. Is that why concussions can cause tinnitus? I don't think they know what causes it. My dad's never had a concussion. I don't know. But they do think it's your brain. So it's something to do with stress. My dad thinks it has something to do with retiring and not having the constant noise, because he worked construction his entire fucking life, forever. So that constant noise of construction around him, now his brain is trying to make up the difference. Something like that. Like, we have no idea. It's always when you're awake. Very loud in my head. Ugh. I just saw that they're banning a lot of different THC projects in TX starting yesterday. Did you know about that? They've done it a couple times. Good morning, Fallen Stars. How are you? Are the lineups incredible? Punk Festival was fun. I saw a lot of people there that I knew from college and shit, because it was in my old college town. But other than that, Sonic Temple's fun. I used to go when it was Rock on the Range. I chew gum on my dog walk and I make myself spit it out when I get back. That's smart. I'd need a timer on gum, because otherwise I chew it until I have a migraine. It's stupid. I want to see this. Sonic Temple. Show me your lineup. I buy the stainless steel straws that have silicone mouthpieces, and I chew on those a lot. Added bonus, I end up drinking more water that day too. Fuck yes. That's actually really good. Hearing aids can sometimes make your brain work correctly and stop it. I believe I said that. I told my mom, I'm like, why he should get, like, maybe not hearing aids, but like noise canceling headphones or noise canceling earbuds, because they can, I was wondering, maybe do they do that weird? I don't know. I don't have any. It doesn't work. Just kidding. Tinnitus happens between your brain parts. I'm going to get some tests. Oh, do you have tinnitus? Some Bible thumpers just rang my doorbell. I jumped out of bed because I thought it was a package I was waiting on. Motherfuckers. Did you tell him Hail Satan? I have tinnitus in both ears, and it's from years and years of going to concerts, standing in front of the speaker stacks, and from working in production facility without ear protection. The amount of speaker stacks I stood in front of for hours at a time at concerts. And you know, when I say this, like, it was fun, and it was the thing that when you left a concert, you were deaf. You could hear nothing. It was like you were in a fishbowl, like, mwop, mwop, mwop. And everybody would be like, did you have a good time? I had a good time too. Yeah, it's crazy. I'm ringing. Wow, what a good show. Oh no. Oh no. I've had constant ringing in my ears for as long as I can remember. The loudness just changes. That's fucking horrible. Okay, so I'm on the Sonic Temple. Just tell me the lineup. Festival info. Is that it? Where the fuck's the lineup? Am I a crazy dumb fuck? It's so, I know I'm old. I guess. But like, where is it? Passes, early bird passes, home passes, experiences, info, merch. It's just weird to me that one of the main buttons on the front page isn't just like line up. And if you go to festival info, it does not say line up. 2020, maybe I should do Sonic Temple 2025. I'll look at the last year's. It's just my high school years. That's all I see straight off the bat. It's like gross. Gross in a way that I don't know how to explain. Korn, Metallica, Linkin Park, Bad Omens, Rob Zombie, Incubus, Alice in Chains, Chevelle, I Prevail, Alice Cooper, I can't read, 3 Days Grace, Seven Dust, Alien Ant Farm, Testament, Trivium, Quicksand. I can't read the other ones. Mastodon, Acid Bath, Suicidal Tendencies, Jimmy Eats World, Ice Nine Kills. No, that's not Jimmy Eats World. That's Jimmy something else. Asking Something, Arch Enemy, Grandson, Cannibal Corpse, Kill Switch Engage, Ginger, Ministry, Whitechapel. It's the white writing under them. It's so hard to read. Ooh, that one's better. Orgy, Overkill, Sick Puppies. No. Yeah, that's pretty gnarly lineup, what I can read. Cannibal Corpse is fucking great. I've seen Cannibal Corpse live once at Mayhem Festival way back in the day. Let's look up 2026. Alice Cooper's a transphobe, for those that may not know. Ew. Well, Alice who? My Chemical Romance, Shinedown, Tool, Shinedown, My Chemical Romance, Pierce the Veil, Good Charlotte, Godsmack, I'm so sorry. Good Charlotte. I was questioning My Chemical Romance and Shinedown, but I was like, you know what? I'll let him have it. Good Charlotte, go away. Lamb of God, amazing. Black Veil Brides, Breaking Benjamin, The Offspring, Marilyn Manson, Megadeth, Bush, Sublime, Rise Against, Simple Plan, Electric Callboy. So it's like a music festival. I don't know if we can call that metal festival. Because that's a lot of, I mean, Bush? Imagine, dude, just a giant RV of holes. I wish Guar and Tool were on the same day. I'm only doing the Tool day for Riot Fest this year, Saturday. Understandable. It sucks because I've seen him in concert 3 times, all more than 25 years ago, but still, I saw Gwen Stefani. I think No Doubt was like my first concert I chose to go to. And now she's like herself, so it's fine. It's happening to all of us. We can't control these artists being fucking stupid cunt fuck MAGA bitches. I mean, I'm not saying they're not bangers. I'm just saying like metal. Nice Bush. Yeah, exactly. I saw Cypress Hill at Ink this year and they were deaf old. Was it fun though? Yes, of the misheard lyric, Listerine. Bum, 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 Listerine. Yeah, that one. Yep. Bush. They're so hard to read on here. Sonic Temple 2026 lineup so far. It looked like Amon Amarth was there. Amon Amarth is great. And I swear to God, I saw Coheed and Cambria. That's crazy. Stone Temple Pilots, Soil, Seven Dust, Sepultura, Sepultura, excuse me. POD. Death Clock, Cradle of Filth, Cattle Decapitation. It's crazy that that's a band that's up and coming right now. Bloody Wood, Behemoth, Attila, Atreyu, Amon Amarth. Said that already. That one said. I mean, that's a very tempting lineup. That's a really pretty lineup. Once I hear a perfect misheard lyric, it will be only heard. Same. Oh man, so hard. Same. Shake, shake. Of Wolf and Man by Metallica. It's shake, shake for the rest of my life. You can stand next to the emo kids who are likely 35. It's not going to hurt you. Do you want to know what I discovered yesterday? The word emo was put into the Webster's dictionary the year I was born. So, fun stuff. Louder Than Life has all the bands I'd love to see this year instead of Riot Fest, but that's in Kentucky. If you're going to travel for a festival, why not? I've never seen Kentucky. Excuse Me While I Kiss This Guy is my absolute favorite. Wait, what is that from? Why did I want to sing it to the tune of Kissed by a Rose? Excuse me while I kiss this guy. Baby, da-na-na-na-na, kissed by a guy in the rain, or whatever. Is that not that one? I don't know. That popped in my head. You can stand next to the emo kids who are likely 35. It's not. The emos are 33/4. They're my sister. Kids are my age are the goths. Emo didn't exist yet when we were in school. After me is scene and then emo. We just had goth and we were barely that. I don't know what we were. Jimi Hendrix, Excuse Me While I Kiss This Guy. Oh my God, we saw at the Mopop in Seattle. They have a Jimi Hendrix installation right now that was really fucking moving. It has so many journal entries by him on his travel across the US and how like miserable and lonely and shit he was. God, it was sad and fucking cool. Oh my God. Really moving. Like, you know, I don't know how to say that. Like really moving and amazing, but like, fuck. It was really cool. The lineup is so hard to find on this website. That's what I'm saying. You can't find it because it hasn't been announced, I guess, the 2027, but it's weird that they just don't have the last year's lineup on the website. You have to look it up elsewhere. I'm in Google Images and like, who knows what that is? Could just be AI at this point. I don't know. The actual lyric is Kiss This Guy. Oh, Kiss This Guy though. That sounds so similar. You don't even have to pretend you're saying it in a Scottish accent. Does emo mean you dress like Emo Phillips? It literally just stands for emotional. You don't understand, Mom. I'm just emotional. This is my hair. Because you had to have the side swept bangs. It literally just stands for emotional. What does goth stand for? Is it just from the Gothic period because we dressed in all black or something? I mean, it's Gothic, clearly, but like, Gothic is like an architectural movement and like kind of a time, but I don't know. I've never really thought about it. Exactly, Eliza, my sister, same. Sarah was definitely like skinny jeans, big chonky belts, Vans, collared shirts, collared cute shirts. I guess a lot of them had buttons and a collar for some reason, but the skinny jeans for sure. skater shoes, Vans preferably, and definitely like your part started here. This was it. It was insane. Like her part was here. I was no better. I was greasy hair in my face, like no better. Just different. We're just all weird little kids. I miss Seattle sometimes. I'm glad I get to go back whenever I want, but I don't know if I would. I don't know. I have very torn feelings about Seattle. One time I made a fake scene emo kid MySpace so I could pretend to be Sammy's fake internet boyfriend so creepy guys wouldn't talk to her. You're such a fucking good friend, though. Dude, Sammy pulled cute emo e-girl so well. She's so fucking cute, though. Emo's like my generation's goth. It's more socially acceptable goth. Exactly. Like less gross. I think we were dirty. Like I didn't know what was goth. I got labeled goth before I knew what it was. And then I leaned into it because I found Slipknot and shit. And I was like, of course. But it was just like, I wore hand-me-downs from my brothers that were often like oversized band t-shirts and shit like that. And like baggy jeans that were torn up. So I would hold them together with safety pins. I put safety pins in everything. That's how I held together like half of my clothes. So they didn't fit me. They were oversized. And then like I often went to school looking like a wet rat because I would just shower and then go to school because I didn't have anyone teaching me like blow dry your hair, be a girl. I don't know, any of those things. So it was just like just grow. And then, you know, it was like, now you're of the age you're allowed to do makeup. I guess I'm just going to smear black eyeliner all over my face after I light it on fire really quick. I didn't know what I was doing though. It was so natural. I have an itch in the back of my throat. It's driving me crazy. I still wear skinny jeans and Vans daily. Good on ya. It's what's up. I'm like when we went back to visit my parents, my mom had out some baby books. It's like not baby books, photo albums. And I was flipping through them, and some of them were pictures of me in high school, and Zach was looking, and he goes, wait, I know those shorts. And I was like, no, you don't. And I flipped the page because there were so many pictures of me in there with shit on that I'm just still rocking because I don't know how to shop for myself. Who does? Who does? Cheers. It was definitely grudge spillover. Like, my friends were the kind that we would sit out in the parking lot at lunch and pierce each other's eyebrows with safety pins and then go back to class with like a bleeding eyebrow. And the teacher would be like, what's wrong? What happened? And you'd be like, nothing. What? What? Nothing. Like wiping the blood out of your eye. We were just disturbed children. It's fine. We played Bloody Knuckles a lot. That was very stress reducing, I must say. I have so many cute pairs of Vans too. I have a navy pair and a red pair of old school Vans and then a pair of Crayola ones. Did I show you I got my first pair of Crocs ever? They were on sale for 50% off. I'm bringing 2 women with me to shop for shorts because I need the help. For shorts? I mean, sure. You're going to get better fitting and nicer looking shorts, probably less comfortable and less utility though. So make sure to request your pockets and make sure you can bend over without your ass coming out. Because the best shorts that make asses look nice on boy butts, you can't, they're just gonna whoop. Oh my God, I didn't realize I was showing you so much ass. They're gonna go down and it's gonna be, and we hate that. That's not cute. Make sure you can do one of these. Seriously, do like I'm not even kidding. The nicest looking things will not let you do that, and that is necessary. Otherwise, you're going to hate them and you're never going to wear them. That's your third woman's advice. Go forth. Go forth and find your shorts. That's what I do everywhere. If I try shit on, if I can't squat and bounce, I'm out. I need to be able to move and breathe. Stretch my ears at school, and boy teachers didn't like that. Wait, like this? We did that at school dances with safety pins. We did it just at lunch with safety pins. Same. That's how I got my nose done. One of my best friends did her eyebrow that way. Like, but none of us, we didn't do it for attention and none of us thought it was weird. It was only weird when someone else thought it was weird. And then we were like, I guess we're weird. I could never wear Vans because I think I have a foot shaped like a duck. I have a really narrow heel and a very wide forefoot. And Vans are super, like they do the narrow at the beginning and I hate it. It's so uncomfortable. Yeah, I got my first, and because they're Crocs, I was like, they have to be ridiculous. I'm not getting normal Crocs because I'm not a normal person. So I got fucking Barbie Crocs because that's hilarious. This is what whimsy is. And it came with additional little thingies. Oh, it's a boom box. Oh my God, it's a Barbie boom box. Yeah. I can't remember. It was some like, I think it's like a shoe outlet. What were they called? It's an Austin shoe outlet. I can't remember, but it's like one of those ones where like all of the shoes are buy one, get one 50% off. And both of us really needed shoes. And I was like, well, these are ridiculous. They're quite comfortable. I kind of hate how comfortable they are. It's a little annoying, but they're going to be really good river shoes. Nezuko. Oh, that's great. Amazing, right? I know. I'll show you the other one. I didn't put the additional buttons on them. They've just been sitting on my desk. There's a roller skate and a palm tree. It's just so my childhood Barbies. It actually got me. It's not modern Barbie. It's like original dream car Barbie. The one that we all grew up and we were like, guess we have to have a waist as thin as our neck and a dream car. $20, good money spent, right? I know. They're good garden shoes and river shoes and shit like that. I don't have to worry about fucking them up. And it's hilarious. Every Wednesday, I have pink to wear as well. I thought about that when I got them. I was like, oh shit. The Gundam ones, I didn't see Gundam ones. The ones that they had when I went were the Barbie ones, Smurf ones, Mickey and Minnie ones. They had lots that were just like generic tie-dye and shit, but I was like, if I'm getting Crocs, they're going to be ridiculous because Crocs are fucking ridiculous. This is idiocracy. I look like a little duck. I've been rocking a little man purse, so much better than pockets. Do you get annoyed by it though? Because like I don't carry a purse anymore, but if I look at my shoulders, this one's actually genuinely a little bit lower than the other one from carrying a crossbody bag for so many years and slacking this shoulder down for like class. I just had a crossbody duffel and it's permanent now. And so now I wear a little backpack of which I desperately need to replace because the zipper fucking broke again on it. But I wear a tiny backpack, but I'm like forever uneven now. I hate to pass. I just want a pocket, honestly, for my phone because I feel like one hand is always taken by this. I'm always here. Always. One of my hands, because what am I going to do? Where am I going to put it? If I'm given a pocket, it's a joke. There's nothing you can put in it. I pierced my ear in third period because someone bet me $20. Yeah, no, that checks out. That's kind of how I got my nose pierced, but there was no betting. We were just bored. Good morning, Ike. Good morning, Queens. How are you, love? Mine are patterned, like her pink clothes and the charms are her green ribbon. And the box she gets carried in. If I would have saw those, I would have bought those so fast. I like my Barbie ones. They're funny, but that's fucking great. Did you play Indigo Girls in the Dream Car? No. You want to know what's funny? Because I was never, ironically, I was a horse girl. I played with My Little Ponies. If they would have had My Little Pony Crocs, oh, bitch. I would have been all over that like shit, like flies on shit. I was a My Little Pony girl, like original My Little Ponies when I was a little kid. And horse figurines and stuff. I loved horses. I was obsessed with horses, everything. So I would get like the Barbie dream car and then I would put all my Little Ponies in it. And then I would put a naked Barbie in the front seat because if they were naked, then they were a boy. I didn't have any boy Barbies and they were the chauffeur of all my ponies. And I remember I would tie a string, like literally a piece of sewing thread, to the front of the Barbie dream car and drag it around behind me, just full of ponies. I just had a Barbie dream car full of ponies. That checks out though, right? Yeah. I forgot my water. Western Barbie had a horse, FYI. I had it. You mean the one that actually went and walked, kind of? My Nana and Grandpa bought it for me. It lasted all of Christmas morning before it stopped working. But I tied a string around its neck and tried to walk that like a pet as well. Yeah, it didn't last long. Like, it was, I don't even know how that worked. It was like, there was just something that grabbed its front joint and went up. And when it went up, it slacked the next joint. And that's all it did. And it would like, that thing was so creepy. Definitely had that as well. But it didn't work very long. And then after that, there was no use because if it couldn't, like, it couldn't just stand up. It couldn't even just stand up and be a horse. This pointless one. That one sucked. The walking horse thing? Yeah. Dude, I think my favorite Barbie as a kid was Mermaid Barbie. The one I think I've told you guys about where her tail got pulled off of her in like a weird little tornado thing when I was living in Arizona with my grandparents, living there, that was there on vacation. And then she sucked because she wasn't a fucking mermaid anymore. What's the point? What's the point of Mermaid Barbie who's not a mermaid anymore? I put mine in my boobs. My phone's bigger than one of my tits. Where's it gonna go? What do you mean? Oh, okay. I get it. So sleek. Nonchalant even. I get it now. I have a disc bulging so bad, it's contracting my spine, pinching my sciatica, so I can't wear belts until surgery. Ow. So I've been trying man bags, but it feels awkward. What about a tiny backpack? My grandpa glued it, so it always had a leg up. That was a good grandpa. I think mine took it to like fix it, and it just lived in his garage forever. I have like tissues and my keys in a wallet. It's not going to pull me crooked. Just wait, David. Pretty soon it's going to be 10 pounds of lip gloss. 'Tis the way of purses. Good morning, Phoenix. It's going to be full to the brim. It's inevitable. It is the way. Similar to a home, a bag is just a place to fill with shit. And it begs to be filled. Like your mom. Oh, shit. I don't have any beverage and I'm dying. So quick break really quick. I don't have tea or anything. I don't even have water. And I've insulted David's mother, who's a very sweet woman. Oh, shit. Okay, quick break. I just need to make tea. I just need something. I'm dying. I have nothing. Quick break. Everyone. Have we got any Slipknot in this? Oh my god, there's Cattle Decapitation. That was definitely in this fucking playlist. I knew it would be. I don't think we have. Welcome back, everybody. I have tea. Me neither, which is interesting. You'd think they'd be here. Tea cheers. That's a hot bitch. She's so nice. Why would you say something like that? I'm a heathen. I'm a heathen with bad morals. I don't know. I don't know. Side note, I'd like to get a laptop. So when I travel, I can work and do stream stuff, but also just do stuff outside of this office. What would you guys suggest? I have to save up for one, and nothing I can get immediately. But like, I feel like laptops are just generally people's opinion, not really like fact. It tends to be just like a loyalty thing. People are like, oh, I go with a blank always, every time, have for 50 years. And you're like, okay, but does that make it a good one? Or are you just unwilling to break a pattern? I don't know. I just need a Chromebook. Like, I'm not going to do anything. No photo editing, nothing. It's not a Chromebook, but you know what I mean? Like an internet machine. I don't think I'd do gaming on it or anything. That'd be pointless. I have a gaming rig. But an internet, my dog got me. Motherfuck. An internet machine I could stream from on the road, which would be really nice, especially when I'm doing things like driving 27 hours straight to Burning Man. Fuck, they're so expensive. You gotta save. Like, it's a heavy saver. That's why I figured I could start doing research, but a lot of you are computer nerds, so figure you might know more than I do. And like, people like Barry and shit, you guys travel. A Mac? Are you being serious though? I never know, Knives. What's a ThinkPad? I don't need a gaming laptop. I don't think that's necessary. And there's so much money for all the extra stuff to be able to game hard on them. That's just unnecessary. I think I can keep it a lot more reasonably priced. If it's like, for instance, like, you guys know something I could stream from, like OBS and a camera. That's it. Like, it could literally just be an IRL stream or something. That's I think the highest capabilities I would need a computer to do. I want to write these down or Google them. Hold on. A framework? Anything not Razer. Okay, ThinkPad, Neo, what's a ThinkPad? Lenovo ThinkPad. Okay, I'm grabbing that one. Apple Neo. I've never even heard of these. I haven't looked at laptop. I have never had a laptop. I haven't had a laptop since I was a freshman in college. I don't want to say never, but I have not had one in some years. I'm not opposed to a Mac. I have an iPad. It's just very old. It's old enough that it's not compatible with any of the cases with keyboards or anything like that anymore. So it doesn't function too well. Lenovo Yoga. I've used one for work for 7 years and I don't have an issue with it. Mac. I think my iPad is like 9 years old and it works for Procreate. She's good, but her battery, she almost has to stay plugged in 24/7. Like, she's ending. This is another reason I was kind of looking at investing into some sort of laptop. She still works-ish, but she's reaching a lifespan on her. She's got a lifespan on her. You know what I'm saying? For a Mac product, she's done really, really well, though. I'm just pulling up links for every single one of the laptops you guys say so we can look through them. It's not for gaming. I don't think, because it's not, Zach has a Steam Deck that he never uses, so I get to use his Steam Deck. He has, I think it's a Switch, for one Switch 1 that still works and still has a bunch of games on it. So I have those two things. I just don't think, I don't need to pay for the extra that is a gaming laptop. I just think that would be unnecessary. And that's the other question. Would it be better to get a laptop or just to get a new iPad with the case that comes with a keyboard? I don't know. I don't think you can stream from an iPad. I don't know. Ooh, thank you, Barry. Hold on. Did I even take a hit? Oh, really? I wouldn't use the Neo for streaming. The 8 GB of RAM kind of kneecaps it. It's mega cheap for a Mac. The ThinkPads are workstation machines that last forever. Often, there they are. Often old retired company equipment when they upgrade, etc. Oh. You know those like IBM type corporate laptops? Those are ThinkPads. Oh. Huh. How have I never heard of that before? When you go to the Lenovo website, a ThinkPad starts at $2,200. Is that normal? What up, Kills? How are you? Hello. Hello, Neo. From $699. That's crazy. That's a laptop? That's actually kind of wild. You have the Yoga too. Lenovo Yoga bends back. The Lenovo Yoga bends backwards and has a touchscreen. Depends on what you need to. I mean, that would. I wouldn't be opposed to that. Is that why it's called the Yoga? Because it goes backwards. That's kind of clever. Hold on. Where did I put the Yoga? I'm pulling all these up. Are those? So I have the Neo, the ThinkPad, and the Yoga. I really hope I'm not sick. I know I'm going to keep saying that. I just need to put it in the universe. I'm not sick. I'm not sick. I'm not sick. I'm not sick. Because fuck. I keep getting a little lightheaded and I'm like, is that it? No, I'm just paranoid. I think I'm just paranoid because I super don't want to be sick. I got things to do. I was moving our links over to the side. Secondhand ThinkPad might be your best price efficient point. Is that smart to buy? Don't buy new. Oh, really? Where would be a safe place to buy a used one where someone doesn't put like creepy stalk me stuff on it? Because what if I was to put my newbies on it? I love all Surface products. A couple Surface Pros, and currently the Surface laptop with a reversible screen. Is that like the Windows version of an iPad? A family reunion to go to. Can you play the really attentive father that's just there to make sure the kids stay safe role? So you don't really have to people too hard. You can just like have a punch and stand out by the children and, you know, do the. Hey, don't touch your brother like that. Yeah, you don't you walk away from me like that. You come here right now. Okay. Thank you for saying you're sorry. Yes, I misunderstood. That's fine. Can you do that one? That's what my antisocial parent would do. Normal now. Prices are insane due to the whole AI related component shortage. Oh, God. I paid $800 for a gaming laptop like 3 years ago. The price change is wild. That's insane. I got my new laptop on Amazon as they still had existing stock at the prices before Apple raised them. Fuck yeah. Good on you. All our work laptops are Lenovo. I've had mine since COVID started, and it's been really good until recently, but might just need a Windows reinstall or something like that. I got my iPad before COVID. I'm starting to wonder if it's hitting that weird obsolescent part where it doesn't hold a charge anymore. I know, sickness be gone. Oh my God, I brought this in here. So I think I told you guys some weird little bug bit, Beth and I harmlessly, but it felt kind of like a bee sting or whatever when we were in the river. And I was like, you know, I'm pretty sure someone gave me one of those bugs, like preserved in resin years ago, years and years and years and years ago. I don't know why I carry this around from house to house. I found it. That's a toe biter. Something similar to this, but much smaller, nibbled on us with its very scary needle-like proboscis. I'm pretty sure this one's like from Australia or something. This they only get this big in scary places like Australia, but smaller versions live all over the world and they bite. I know. I was like, oh yay, I found that. I don't have an eBay account. I've never really done the eBay thing. So I'm always like, will people let someone with no eBay credentials buy stuff on eBay? Am I allowed to participate in eBay even though I don't really eBay? You all have to family today? I'm so sorry. I'm happy I don't have to family. I miss my sister. I'll probably just play Wallflower and make sure children don't kill each other. That's the role. That's what I was doing. Yes. Yes, Kills. That would be me. Me too. Except because I don't have kids, I play the, oh, I didn't bring anything, so I'm just going to do dishes in the kitchen. I'm going to help clean up every moment of the party forever. I'll be in the party, in the kitchen. Hey there. I'd love a glass of wine. Thanks so much. You know? Hatax, thank you so much for subbing to the class, keeping the class alive and giving any swings for 13 fucking months, by the way. That's a really long time, and I appreciate you. Baker's dozen, is that where I am? Fuck, let me finish my coffee before I try to make sense. Time doesn't make sense. Whose toes? Bigfoot? Whose toes? I'll look for a ThinkPad then. That sounds like a used ThinkPad on eBay. Sounds like a good option. Seems Best Buy might have some nice refurbished ThinkPads. Really? What is that? Like, I'm trying to get a ballpark of like what they cost because $2,000 is not. I don't. Who has that? $4.79. Your beard looks so floofy.
Thank you.
Did you brush it? Are you just getting more gray?
Yeah. I'm getting older. That's what happens. It's happening. You're getting that old man.
Soon. Have a lovely day. I don't. You can buy whatever you want from eBay as long as you have money to buy it. I don't. No, but I don't want to buy stupid. You know, even if I have the money, even if I had $1 bajillion to buy a brand new ThinkPad, if that's just not smart, I wouldn't buy a brand new. You know, it's like buying a brand new car. I don't think that's ever like your best course of action. Right? Even if you can, I'm not sure you should. There's also refurbished companies that buy up stock from companies that are upgrading then resell the stock. I'm sure there's going to be something local to you. That's what I was thinking. Like it might be, we don't have a micro center, but maybe I mean, we have one. It's just a little on the other side of the city, but also a Best Buy. My beard is also getting more gray. Is it the political climate? That's the nice thing about the bleach. I have no idea if I'm getting more gray. I don't know if this is bleach or white hair. We don't have to talk about it. It doesn't matter. I'm a millennial. I'm pickled by microplastics. You know what someone made me realize the other day? This is crazy. I don't know why I've just never really put this together, but like acrylic paint is just plastic. It's just liquid plastic that then we manipulate and mix on a canvas and whatever and turn into a painting. But every time you clean your brushes off and make like acrylic water and then pour that down the drain, we're literally just pouring microplastics into drinking water. Maddie girl, thank you so much for the follow. And my brain was like, oh my God. How do you not? We're just drinking that. How do you not participate in this? He's one of the OGs on Twitch. I started watching way back when. Gotta love Zeke. He invented raids. I'm so sorry. He did it to someone way back in the day, and they thought it was a bad thing at first. People were like, oh my God. It was like this person's entire channel came in and bullied us, and they were like, blah, do the fucking blah. And Zach was like, I just wanted to say hi. I thought it would be funny, like it was a prank or something like that. And then it proliferated, and that's how we have raids today. Isn't that crazy? He's old. What are you planning on using the ThinkPad for? Work stuff. Honestly, possibly being able to stream like just an IRL stream when I'm on the road, but emails, messaging, Discord, stuff like that. Not gaming. Like it doesn't need to game at all. I have every other thing in the world that can admin stuff. Yeah, if you will. Literally sitting like, that's a really good way of putting it, admin stuff. Because like, for instance, there's so much stuff I need to work on in Stream Elements or whatever that have to do with like our bot and alerts and stuff like that. And I just don't want to live in my office. It would be really nice to be able to do that. Like take a laptop out and go somewhere and do stuff like that. I don't know. It just makes me more mobile. I've never had one. It seems like a really good idea. But it does not have to game. Like that's so unnecessary. And that I keep saying that because I think gaming is where the next price jump really goes when it comes to laptops. I don't need that at all. Edit a photo or two for sure. You know, go in there and remove the tiny little hairs from around my chocolate starfish. Yeah, admin stuff, I think is a good way of putting it. Mostly interwebs. I have an eyelash in my eyeball. I'm fine. Blink guy. It's so nice to have a laptop to work on stuff while chilling on the couch. Most of Frybot was written on my couch. I avoid a lot of things because I'm already here like up to 8 hours a day, which I love. Please don't misunderstand. But when I'm done, I'm done. My feet hurt. I don't want to be in here anymore. I'm done with the view. I'm done. Like I just want to separate, but I still have shit to do. So I end up just not doing it forever. I also, this is the more exciting thing that's stupid, but also additional money that's just something to save for way longer down the road. But I want to make a cyber deck real bad. And it's so much easier to sit out and learn how to do the minimal coding I'm going to need to learn how to do to make a cyber deck and plug and unplug and have a laptop for that is so just more conducive to the situation. That's my most recent obsession is watching stuff like that. People make cyber decks. They're so cool. I want to make all my friends a little cyber deck. What do I want a ThinkPad for? Air gapping my porn. What's air gapping? I will be storing porn. Whose is neither here nor there. Too bad you didn't need a laptop like 3 months ago. I was able to scoop up some nice free laptops, 3-year-old elite books from my company due to them updating the company's computers. That's beautiful of you to think of me and even like consider offering that to me. Thank you. That's totally fine. I've needed a laptop for years. It's just like, you know, other expenses come up, life comes up, whatever. I haven't really had a chance to just like save for something for me. That's just like my thingy. And I'm excited and I want to do that. And that'd be my thingy. Frybot's everything. I feel that's so hard. Once I'm done with work, I don't want to be at my desk anymore. Yeah. It's literally like, it's healthier for you. I've talked to my therapist about it. Almost said psychologist. My therapist about it. Like there's absolutely something very important about separating yourself from the work environment. It's similar to like, if you have trouble sleeping at night, get out of bed and get away from the bed. You don't want your bed to be associated with struggling to sleep. You want your bed to be where sleep happens. That's why they say like, probably shouldn't have a TV in there. Probably shouldn't eat in the bedroom, blah, 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 blah. And so they say like, if you are tossing and turning and you just can't get to sleep, get out, like go lay on the couch or whatever, put that awake energy somewhere else. It doesn't mean you have to go do something. Just like, don't do that in bed. Similar situation. Like it confuses your brain. If work and play are in the exact same room, your brain doesn't really know how to prioritize the dopamine release for it's, I don't know. I'm just trying to lead a life, man. It's hard. It's hard. Brains are crazy. You don't need a super high-end one. You need one with a fair GPU for potential IRL streaming. I'll send you some links in DM. I have spent a lot of time shopping for upgrading, repairing ThinkPads. Fuck yes, thank you. That would be amazing. Seriously, that's exactly it. And the streaming, I'm talking like it low quality, like just me being like, hey guys, on the road to Burning Man, and Kevin and I found the world's largest ball of twine, and it would be me turning it on the local Wi-Fi, and it would be really shitty. It would be it's just literally like, it doesn't have to be like this. This is where I actually pay attention to the quality of the stream and stuff like that. But for cool travel and stuff, it's really just for being able to touch base and do fun stuff. It doesn't have to be phenomenal. Air gap, the computer's not never connected to the internet. Is not never connected to the internet. Oh. I've never heard of that before in my life. You shouldn't store in your workstations. You need a different computer. I have a external hard drive. Oh no, where is it? Oh, it's over here. Knives got me this so long ago. My computer got wiped on accident once, and I lost years of precious memories from stream and otherwise. And I think Knives was angry for me because I was crying on stream, and he bought this for me. It's worse. No, you did. No, you totally did. It's like 2 terabytes or something. My life is on this. How big are you? Why doesn't it say? It would if I plugged it in. That's crazy. Anyways. For a sec, I was like, I did. You did. It was such a nice gift. It's like 2 terabytes. And it's just, I took all the precious, you know, videos and stuff and pictures of my anus. But also of stream, like all the memes and shit. Because we've been here for almost 12 years now, this August 29th or whatever. I know it's the first. 29th in 28 days. We will have been here that long, which is crazy. And that's it, half of that almost was deleted forever. And it was so scary. So I have this, but is this worse? What should you put stuff on? What should be your main storage? I mean, I still have it on my computer. My little baby hairs are tickling the fuck out of me today and driving me crazy. Sarah, the amount of pictures of me on there with long brown hair are fucking weird. I don't know who that girl is. Long. Eating yogurt. Probably wearing this shirt, to be honest, which is crazy. I don't look any different. I mean, I might look older, but other than that, I don't look nothing's different. What up, Bauschus? How are you, love? Good morning. Stone tablets are generally well regarded as backup media. Bro, aren't you in Sweden? Kvinuna Simar. That's she swims in terrible Swedish. Smorgasbord. Where's LCT when you need him? How are you? Are you cold? Is it cold there? No. Dude, I haven't heard this song in so long. Was this used in a commercial? A warm 72 degrees? Oh, fuck. They're bad mosquitoes then, right? I just go by my friends that live there. What are you doing? How do you feel? How is it? What do you do all day? What are your hopes and dreams? I got too high yesterday. I missed if you listened to the songs I threw your way. We have some from yesterday, but I can't tell you if they're yours or not. We've been talking about what kind of iPad I should invest in if I am not rich. And I think the consensus was either a MacBook Neo or a ThinkPad. Did we ever, I mean, is there a benefit? Is there a, other than that Neo looks nice and cheap, under $1,000, which is nice. See you guys in a month? Oh shit! You coming for a visit? Yay! I'm sorry about all the travel. That's going to be hell, but yay. You'll have to let us know when you're back in town. Depends on your usage, but if you're generating a lot of data, I would have a different computer that's just a file server. Ideally, you would have several redundancies of that system. So like a laptop, would that be a good place to keep this stuff? Or is that worse? That would make it 3, so then it would be on this computer, it would be on this, and it would be on a laptop that I don't own yet. Depends on what you use them for. Admin stuff. Working, not in here. So this is like the fun part of the job. I know a lot of people say this isn't a job. This is the fun part, and then there's all the shit offline of like going through clips and editing VODs and getting those places and blah, 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 editing alerts and stuff that I avoid like the plague and hate doing and I'm really behind on, but could really behoove me in terms of enhancing my income and making my life a little bit cushier, and that'd be awesome. And I want to do that not in this room, on my feet at this computer. I want to sit back and do it on a laptop. I am going to Burning Man in a month. It's crazy. Less than a month. Where's the calendar? I really want to get a wall calendar that's a year at a glance. I need a year at a glance wall calendar. I think we're going to leave either the 26th or the 27th, but it's at night. We're leaving at like 8 p.m. and driving through the night. I'm basically going to have to bust my load and drive like, I think we can leave on Thursday night and it'll be fine. Thursday night, which is the 27th at 8 p.m. But I'm going to have 3 people in my car with me. And my dream is to have Starlink and be able to stream, and they have the cameras and stuff, so then I can just talk and hang out. That's my ultimate dream. I know that's a crazy, crazy long shot. That's an ultimate dream though someday, but yeah, it's crazy. It's better if you have it several places. You know what's funny is I usually give Eliza screenshots and shit of things in my computer just so it's like on another computer in another part of the country. It's fine to keep stuff on there. You just want more in case that one fails. It's still on my PC. The more redundancy, the better. Damn. You're already on Windows for everything. I wouldn't add an Apple product without a good reason. Also, ThinkPads are super easy to repair and upgrade. I do have an iPad. It's just very old. Apple products, much less so. True. Moving there. Have to do just over half a year back in the States because my company is back in the States and Sweden's insane with taxes. Wait, you guys can only live in Sweden half of a year? And then you have to come back and be here 6 months? Oh, is it like they're going to tax the fuck out of you? Oh no, I'm so sorry. That's so fucking stressful. Holy shit. Holy shit. Good luck. I don't even know what to say. That's horrible. I'm so sorry. Holy fuck. Like 70% taxes? Oh no. Oh my God. Fucking what? I'm so sorry. That's gross. So in order to avoid being taxed 70% of your income, you have to live here I'm so sorry. You're going to be the craziest nomadic family in the whole world. You're going to be the most interesting people. Just wait. That's fucking wild. The 3-2-1 rule for data protection: 3 copies, 1 original, 2 dupes, 2 media types, local drive, external drive, network attached storage, cloud storage, 1 offsite. I have never heard of that in my life, but I kind of do that in that Eliza's my offsite. Literally, she has screenshots of like the internals. I need to send her screenshots of my of the road actually, because I recently redid that and there's some of it is different. But she has screenshots. She also has like pictures and a video and like things that are just irreplaceable just to have them somewhere else in case my computer goes down again. That's crazy. That's so, I kind of do that just on accident, but on purpose on accident. Oh my God, Loretta, bless you. That's very thoughtful of you. Thank you. All good. It's been a whole thing, but yeah, we'll be intercontinental for a bit till we can figure it out. I mean, that's true. You've got 2 more friends down here. There's the whole bundle. I think there's way more streamers. We haven't had a chance to really go out and do things and see anybody else because, you know, house chaos. We sold our other place though, finally. So we have no connections left in Colorado and we're free to go where we wish and live where we wish, which is a weird feeling because we're like, I mean, we could buy a place local. We could just move to fucking Mexico though also. It's conflicting. It's weird though. The weird freedom of just like, I know not having to worry about that last house though. The fucking amount of stress that was selling a place. Oh my dear sweet God. I love owning. I don't like renting, but I like renting because we can just leave. We don't have to sell this place. We just have to be like, we're out. Bye. Those 3-2-1 rules is a good way of ensuring you don't lose data. I follow it and it's really saved my bacon. That's smart. I never used to have that. I had everything in one place when my computer went down and that was fucking terrible. That was a really bad day. I cried really hard. Thank you. You can move to Puerto Rico and eat bomb-ass food every day. I mean, I eat bomb-ass food every day anyways because I know how to cook. So thank you very much. But genuinely, I know it's weird. We've thought about that like, realistically, where do we want to put roots down? Near friends, I find. I've never, like, it's so nice to be near friends. Like, that's definitely probably part of the answer. But what if I get the heat shits? Then what? 27 days? I'm going to put that on my arm. I need to keep that in mind because I have so much I need to do. I need to get a trailer. Ugh. I have to find a trailer somewhere in this world. 27 days? That's fucking crazy. "27 days, 27 days." That's crazy. Oh my God, Killer Score, how the fuck are you? How's life? How are things? We looked at Puerto Rico and Costa Rica. I've looked at Canada. I've looked at Mexico. I've looked at Puerto Rico. I've looked at the UK. Like you guys know this, but part of the reason I have kept my medical license valid and updated is that it makes me, how do I say, it makes me marketable to move to another country. So in the way that fucking fascist is dealing with being taxed 70%, I could go to the UK and be like, I already have a license. It's nationally accredited. I keep it up. My education's up to date, blah, 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 blah. And they go, please, we want X medical, whatever. We need, everybody needs respiratory therapists, nurses, doctors, etc. And they always want people from other countries because it's just another scope of practice that they can incorporate into their own, etc., etc. Like, it makes me very desirable. I keep that for that reason because I just never know. Kiki Nick, thank you so much for
170 in a month? That's gonna be a 200 streak. That's insane.
Holy fuck. Thank you so much for streaking with me. Show me your boobs. Someday I'm gonna forget. I'm gonna be so high and I'm gonna show you my boobs. I'm gonna get in trouble. I always have pictures of man nipples inside my bra though. So if you're ever like, did she just show her boobs? No, that was a magazine cutout, or it was one of my mod's nipples, or it was Zach's nipples. Like, I always have a man nipple inside my breast. So don't freak out. It's always there. What kind of trailer? So that's where we're struggling. So right now we sleep in the back of my Jeep. It's uncomfortable, but if you get yourself tired enough, you don't really notice and you don't care about the back pain and blah, 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 you're fine. But what I would really like is some sort of like one of those tiny, tiny little trailers. It's basically just a bed that we can throw all of our stuff in for the drive, take all that stuff out and sleep in it. Or just like a trailer, like a trailer with a hitch and the little tiny grate sides, and it just put all of our stuff on there, bikes included and everything. It's a difference of like $4,000 usually, like, and I'm just like, invest in the thing, like used, of course. This is just price. I'm just looking at stuff on like Amazon, or excuse me, Facebook Marketplace and stuff. But it's like, I keep falling back on like, I don't really need to sleep. Really? But sleeping would be nice. And there's both out there, and they're like really heavily discounted when they're used and stuff like that. And people have taken them all over the country, and some of them have AC in them, and conflicted. Roots keep you grounded, but also can keep you from moving. I'm trying to break my own roots and get free. I've been free for years now. I've lived in every time zone now officially. I'm cool with putting roots down. I don't care, because I have friends. The cool thing about living everywhere is I now have friends everywhere. So the cool thing is, no matter where I put roots down, I have somewhere to couch surf. It's awesome. I love it. I have very dear people to me in every corner of the United States, and kind of a lot of Europe too, who I 100% trust not to kill me, who I also trust would just let me sleep on their couch if I needed to. And that's so cool. I have people up and down the East Coast. I have people in the Midwest. I have my family on the West Coast. I now live in the South. I can go, like, that's the coolest thing. So roots to me are more important lifestyle. Like, the part of the reason we chose Texas is the growing seasons. I can garden my fucking ass off here. And gardening is really, 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 really important to me. So when I have a house, I will be desperately searching for a large garden in the back of the house somewhere that I can turn into my fucking masterpiece, an edible forest, if you will. And the growing seasons here are just insane. I can grow almost everything. Like, I can pretty much grow anything I want to, which is my dream. That's my fucking dream. It just I also have a shit ton of friends here. Yeah, we left Colorado. Isn't that crazy? Man nipple pasties. I bet your community would contribute 3D models. I would wear them. That'd be amazing. Use knives. What? Your nipples? Can I have pictures of your nipples inside my brassiere today, Knives. So just in case I accidentally forget and I show people my titties, if they think they see a nipple because my bra might be see-through, I'm letting them know it's not mine, it's Knives. Knives just has delicious little pink nipples. You guys have no idea. And I need you not to judge him for that. That's just unkind. Cheers. Is that what they're called, senor? I would use it constantly. I go camping at Ren Fair. I'm going to go camping at Burning Man. Like, that little teardrop camper would be fucking used to fuck. And it's small enough. I have a Jeep that can tow things. The reason I got a Jeep Rubicon, and the reason I told Knives he needed to get a Rubicon is the Rubicon. The cool thing about the Rubicon is it's got the tow package, meaning you can fucking tow whatever you want. Not only am I not going to die because I've got a beautiful steel roll cage around me, but my car has a strong enough fucking body frame that I can tow shit. And that's the best. And I know Knives likes to explore, and I knew he'd want to go places. You need to be able to tow shit. That's the best. Knives are definitely small and pink. What do you mean? I literally only mod men if they show me their nipples and they're small and pink. Because that's the only way I can wear them inside my bra. What do you mean? Same. I love a couch surf. Dude, it's nice. Especially being in here so many years. I know so many people for so long. I'm like, at this point, if they wanted me dead, they would have killed me. We're downsizing now and we'll sell everything slowly. The long-term plan, when we're pet-free, we're moving to SEA, either Philippines or Thailand. I'm so excited for you. That's a fucking amazing long-term goal. That's something that, like, we joke, like, Zach and I literally make the joke, but then we get real serious face and quiet, and we look at each other and we're like, we don't know how to talk about this any further. Like, we talk about, like, moving really, really, really South Texas, like, on the Gulf. And then Zach will be like, ha, 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 might as well just move to Mexico. And I'm like, ha, wouldn't that be nice? And then we both sit there like, should we be moving to Mexico? And then we just don't talk about it because we're like, I don't know. Do we? Because, like, it might be better. I don't know. For now, I'm just going to be a Texan and I'm going to fuck up their vote a little bit. I'm going to be a little liberal. I forgot my water again. Little liberal Texan. I know, because you got a Rubicon, didn't you? Didn't you get a Wrangler Rubicon? The Rubicon always comes with a tow package, like no matter what. That's just part of the Rubicon package. That's why I suggest that one. But if you just have a Wrangler Willys or something with a tow package, it is the Rubicon tow package. That's literally, it's the best thing though. That's Wrangler Unlimited Sport. It's the Unlimited. Yeah, it's the shit. That's all it is. So you essentially have a Rubicon minus the Rubicon on the side of your car, which good for you. It's decommodification. That's why I had the Rubicon, though. Seriously, is that tow package is everything, so I can get some little... There's some really sexy new modern trailers, though. They're just as good as those vintage teardrops, if not better. I wasn't looking at a vintage one. I'm trying to think of the model of one I was looking at. Hold on. I'll show you an idea of what I was kind of looking at. I want to make sure this shit doesn't dox me. So something similar, this isn't going to dox me, right? It is going to dox me. Why is it got to say the miles away? The internet's a dangerous place. Rubicon's a very specific package. He doesn't have the same tow package as me. I thought it was a similar tow package. Rubicon has more, but I thought we had the same tow package on. Is that different? I feel optimistic about the US for the first time in a while. Give it a bit. Talking to friends in service industry said a lot of their MAGA customers have ditched their hats and are shit-talking the Mango Mussolini. This is in West Texas, mind you. I was literally, I don't know if your ears were burning. I was literally saying, like, we were talking about, like, where we want to lay roots down. Obviously, we love it here because we have all these friends, and I have people in every corner of the US now, which is super cool. So it behooves me to live somewhere where I can grow whatever I want and be happy and shit. And we're just going to, like, be Texans who fuck the vote a little bit because we're progressive. We're, like, dangerously liberal, so... Let's go. Cheers. Rubicon has different axles and stuff, so it's hard to compare. That's true. I have the, there's a name for the front and the back axle that's different on it. You're right. But the toe, like the hitch and everything, I think those are the same because it's just the same. If he's got the 4-door, it's pretty much the same. But I would trust you over me. This isn't gonna dox me, right? Okay. So I was looking at stuff like these guys, these little sleeper trailers. Basically not, I think like that, like this little guy, the F Light, I think is the model that I've been seeing all over. Okay, it's only showing these 3 of them. But that's kind of what I was looking at. That looks too big. Like half the size. It just needs to be a bed. A mini camper, but I'm telling you, I don't need nothing but a bed in it. We don't need a kitchen. We don't need anything. And that's these extra long ones are like, do you want a little sink and a little toilet? No. I don't want fucking any of that. I don't want to deal with water out there. I don't want to deal with any of that. My camp does that. I need the super short one, this guy. That gray one or this red one. Those are the 2 I've been looking at versus just like, you know, a trailer, like basically a flatbed trailer that's just got the little grate sides on it just to throw all of our bags on and throw one of those the bungee, you know, the bungee spiderweb net thing over. Just because it's going to be me, Zach, Link, and Kevin. So we have all 4. They are putting a lot of their stuff in the container. We rent a huge container and that gets shipped out there. That's neither here nor there. So they don't have a ton of stuff. They'll have their suitcases, whatever. But we're going to have 4 bikes, which I can definitely strap to the back of the Jeep. We do that anyways. But if we have a trailer, if we got something like that, we could put all of our stuff inside of it. Then the Jeep is free to actually bring in water and food and gas for generators and stuff like that. And I can sleep in it. Like, I don't have a bed at Jeep. I mean, it's fine. Sleeping in the back of the Jeep is okay. But if it's really hot, sometimes it gets so hot that like the person next to you feels like a fire and you don't want to touch them. It's just, I don't know. It would be nice. Why don't you get an inflatable bed that goes in the back seats? We have like a mattress. It's just narrow because of the wheel wells. So if you look at, how do we Jeep Rubicon 2020. So you see these wheel wells coming in? That makes this a lot more narrow than you would think. This stuff. So you put two 6-foot people shoulder to shoulder laying down next to each other, and it just ends up a case of one of us has to be on our side at all times. And it's fine. It's doable. It's just not the most comfortable thing in the entire world. But that's essentially what the back of my Jeep looks like. They are not riding home with me. Nope. They're because the only reason they're coming, I mean, we're turning it into a fun trip. Like Kevin and I are going to make it fun, i.e. we're going to drive past monuments and stuff and drive through some of the parks because we're going past them anyways. So why not take 5 minutes to go like, hey, there's the Grand Canyon. Okay, bye. That's basically all we're going to do. But they have, I think it's a wedding to go to in Denver. So the original plan was they were going to go to the wedding in Denver, stay with us the whole time, and then go to Burning Man with us. But now they're going to the wedding in Denver and they're going to fly down here. And we're road tripping there together because they've never road tripped in ever. They've always flown in and then done the burner bus, which is essentially just like a big old school bus. You pay to get a ticket and you get dragged in. We've done it many times before. It's just like, it's not optimal. And if I'm like, this is an investment. I love the rubber ducks. Oh my God, I have so many ducks. My favorite thing is when Beth and I go out, she likes to duck cars with me. We duck them together. We both get excited. But I think the key is we need to be ducking all Jeeps, not just Wranglers. Everybody should be ducked. Everybody deserves love. Hubs and I, our other vote fucking Texans. Hell yeah. I think more people should do that. Just something to sleep in. Yeah, we've thought about it. I mean, if we got that big old trailer, we could sleep on it. It'd probably hurt. We'd get slivers and we would die. I've thought about a rooftop tent, but there can be some fucking insane windstorms at Burning Man, and I just don't know what that would be like up there. And I don't know, like, is that more cost efficient? Let's look up Jeep Rubicon rooftop tent. Wow, it's actually like $2,000. I thought it was going to be like $10,000. I thought it was going to be so much more expensive. Oh, they're all over the place, though. I mean, there's different levels of tent and stuff like that. It's not out of the woods, but I still have to get some sort of trailer thing. Like, I have to do that. That's inevitable. No, most people do tents. Most people have a tent that is inside the shade structure of their camp. So then you have like multiple layers of sun protection just so you can try to sleep during the day sometimes because that sun can get really intense. I 100% up skip state on them and I kind of forgot about it. And so they called me like mildly panicked and they're like, so about Burning Man, like, are we still allowed to come with you guys? And I was like, oh my God. So originally I was like, bitches, I will drive up to Denver and get you. And they were like, no, don't do that. They have one of those wonderful voucher tickets where if they, my thingy came off. If they wait, like they get on layaway for flights, they can get on for free. And so they're just going to fly down here. They want to see Austin too. And they want to see our place down here and stuff. But yeah, I definitely did that. Still no ducks. I'm winning. Do you have a duck on your dashboard? You know, I question ducking Jeeps that have no ducks. I'm like, why don't you have any ducks? I still duck them, but I look and I'm like, I joke with Beth. I'm like, are we going to find a duck just on the ground when we go back out there? Like they threw it on the ground and said, fuck you. Never. We haven't found a duck on the ground. So I might have been people's first duck. I don't know. I've only been ducked like a handful of times. It's not like constant. Look at this. It's not constant. You don't get ducked all the time. I think they're either brand new Jeep owners or Jeeps who hate fun. I don't know why you would do that. Ducks are so fun. Tillerico for Texas signs, and it makes me so happy. That makes me really happy. Get one of those low profile domes like over my Jeep. The tents look awesome, but I wouldn't be in the shade structure, so I'd be right under the sun, closer to the sun, because we'd be on top of the Jeep, and the wind would hit really hard. I haven't seen people do that at Burning Man. I don't know if that's something that's a good option to be higher up. A very round rock. Careful you don't have to slam on the brakes and it doesn't fly into your windshield. Do you have it like stuck down with some of that blue stickum? You should do that. Just in case. I should send you a duck, Knives. Send me your address. Can I send you a bundle of ducks? I did. I hope I took their duckginity. I can't send you a bundle of ducks. Does it have to happen in the wild? Ooh! Oh my God, and duck you in the wild? Okay, deal. Fine. Whatever. I know a woman who has no ducks. She was a former coworker's mom and was an absolute cunt. Didn't deserve any. What a fucking bitch. Why does she have a Jeep? Does she hate fun? I was a little confused why Austin Fire was working Seafair yesterday, but sounds like the marshal's office was doing a shadow program. Weird. That is kind of a clash of worlds. I think anybody can participate in the duck. I don't think the lady who died of cancer and invented the duck game would deny someone playing the duck game. I think that's so stupid. I just saw a picture of my electric car with a rooftop tent in the wilderness. This is my most cyberpunk thing I can do. That is the most cyberpunk thing I can do. A rooftop tent in the wilderness. That is pretty cool. Duck Jeep sounds like the worst punch bug game. Duck Jeep. Oh, it kind of does. Duck. General. What did Jeep stand for? General vehicle or something. General use, general practical vehicle, something like that. I learned recently what Jeep actually stood for or why it's Jeep. Some people have so many ducks. General purpose. Why couldn't I remember the word purpose? I'm worried about my brain. General purpose vehicle. Yeah. What up, Silver? How are you? Some people have so many ducks it starts blocking the dash and looks crazy. I respect the tasteful ducks, though. I've had 3 Mini Coopers and other Cooper drivers were so sweet, but so glad no ducks. You don't like the ducks? I mean, you can still be classy about them. Most of my ducks are in my center console that I use to duck people. The ones on my dash are ducks that I find very special or I got at unique. Like I have a Mardi Gras duck that I got at Disney during Mardi Gras. I have a couple other like special ducks. My first duck someone ducked me with, I have on my dashboard. I have this little squid that's melting. I don't know why it's there and why he's melting, but he exists. He's there and he's melting. With the electric car, if I manage to figure out solar energy charging, you could have a car completely off grid. I mean, yeah. Isn't that like the theory? I mean, isn't that what people want? Pretty high and words are hard. True. That's facts. To be fair, most vehicles are general purpose. That's what I'm saying. I think just because it was a military vehicle, which is funny because most people associate that with Hummers. Aren't Hummers a military vehicle as well, though? A customer lady at my work made ducks for all my coworkers and not me. I literally have ducks on my dash. None of us have a Jeep. One of my coworkers doesn't even drive. I don't know what I did. Maybe she just didn't know who you are. That's weird. There's a similar jumping ramps, taking kids to school, getting pizza. I haven't done any of that with my Jeep. So maybe other vehicles are more general purpose than my Jeep. Hummers came later. Oh, Hummers are too unreliable for use in military, I think. Hummers came after, I think. Okay. I feel like I didn't finish my thought on why workstations shouldn't be storage. The reason I don't like that is that because of the usage profile your workstations usually has, they tend to fail a lot more than a network storage computer. I basically always want to be in a situation where I could replace the workstation. Sorry, my shit jumped. Where I could replace the work computer in a matter of hours, and not having the workstation be responsible for storage makes that a lot easier. Oh, okay. I get what you're saying. No, that 100% makes sense. Hummers are fucking awful. Came much later. What was the point of a Hummer? Hummer's the replacement for the Jeeps when they needed some more protection. Did it work? I got a duck and put it in my bath. Is it precious? I've never had a duck in my bath, actually. The work I do means I have to be a little more protective than you would likely have to be. Especially, yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, similar to your work, eventually everyone steals it and puts it somewhere else for free anyways. Right? AI, an asshole. AI of an asshole, you know? Inevitably. I get scared about some of my storage, especially stuff like the Roadcaster and stuff. The settings I have everything on, I definitely get very nervous about that stuff because if it goes down, that's just a day or multiple days or weeks or months of fighting my audio again. It's not a nightmare I'd rather invest in the time it takes to just like spread out where the source is saved, the profile is saved, spread that out, like, what's the word? Diversify my portfolio. I'd rather diversify my portfolio than have to spend the time to clean it up when it goes fucked. If I was in the hospital and a non-next of kin could not reach me and my emergency accountant is unreachable, how does the ER handle that situation? Whatnot? I asked this question months because I was lucky enough that my father's power of attorney was nice enough to let us know he was dying before he passed, and I've never understood the policy. The policy is first and foremost the advance directive. If it's an ER emergency, it's who's in the room. Is there a family member in the room? Do you know their advance directive? If they're like, I don't know, we do our best to save the person no matter what. We will always do the entire code. We will do compressions. We'll intubate everything to save the person because we can't go back if we let them die. We can't go back on that decision. And if we don't know, we don't know. If no one's there to tell us anything, we will save that person and we'll put them up in ICU until we get a hold of someone. And then, unfortunately, if you're the next of kin or whatever they get a hold of, now it's your job to decide when grandpa gets to go. And that sucks. But that's pretty much it. I know. Did that answer your question? It's probably because you went through something like me, David, where you lost. Did you have a crashing of a PC and you lost a shit ton of work? Because definitely, I have that paranoia. That's why I'm listening. Like I have like, you know, it was almost a joke at first that I sent Eliza all the screenshots of all the settings in my Go XLR back in the day. And that saved my ass multiple times. So ever since then, I've sent her other things that I'm like, just save this on your computer if you don't mind. It's not like huge files or anything. It's pictures and stuff. It's just like things that will absolutely save my ass in the future. She's like my offshores account. When does a death become public record, or can it be held from the public? When the coroner does the paperwork. But I don't know. I don't honestly. Once the coroner does the paperwork, I'm kind of out of the picture. I don't know if deaths are public knowledge. Sarah, bend over. It's very tight. Congratulations. I mean, you don't always you don't have to do an obituary though. I don't know if that shit's public record. When you lose 2 months of work a week away from deadline, oh, bleh. That makes me sick for you. Gross, 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 gross. That's gross. That's kind of happened to me, but not nearly to that extent, no. That's months of work, no. No, I win. That's terrible. That's gross. An hour fixing a computer for someone while a dog farted endlessly against my shin and I can't unsmell rancid spiced sausage. Yerbles, I'm so sorry. Yes. Why is this emotes animation so smooth? Every single one of the new emotes that are animated by Maureen, if you hover over them, they say they're animated Maureen creates. They're hand animated. Every single one of them, frame by frame. She hand draws every single one. They are butter. She's worth every penny. Spread the word about Maureen. She's incredible. She deserves all the work. She's getting over a cold right now too, actually. She does I know she does Jade's emotes as well, Skin Teen. So if you want to see other examples, she's phenomenal though. And that dumper is so fucking good. Yeah. They're so buttery. She's so fucking talented. Dumper is just so good. It is. The spray bottle in the dumper is really good. I can't believe I forgot my water again. I need to grab it. BRB. It's nothing important. I just am so my throat is so scratchy. BRB, my dudes. That's so refreshing. I've got the ogwa. Wait, whose dumper do I have to Google? None, because it's right there. And you can do it with it. It's at a pretty good rate, and it's really good on your lower back. If you do it just with your spine, it's kind of great. You should try it. Any new anime suggestions, chat? I need some action in my life. Sailor Moon. Having a hard time with the new Ghost art style. Like Ghost, the band Ghost. I haven't seen new stuff. Is it weird? Should I be concerned? Oh, Ghost in a Shell? They just up and changed the art style? That's interesting. I was going to say, Ghost means something so different sometimes in my brain. Because there's Ghost the band. I think it has been remade a few times. Except for the movie, but that's not getting much publicity. I was gonna say Ghost is making a movie, but other than that, it got publicity here. My husband is making me watch JJK. It's good, but I'm sure you've seen it. Yeah. I don't know any new anime. I'm just exposed to the old classics, honestly. If you're Trent Ghosts are numbered along with Halos. If you have Trent Ghost, you have everything. Oh my gosh, did I show you guys that I got the Bible recently? This is one worth reading. Have you guys ever seen this? The Pocket Reference by Thomas J. Glover. It's everything ever in the whole world. This is probably one of the coolest things I've been waiting to order for ages, and it's just always like on crazy back order or not available or something like that. But it's like everything ever. Let me read you the table of contents. Trade names, trademarks, and references, air and gases, automotive, carpentry and construction, chemistry and physics, computers, constants, physical, chemical, and math, electrical, wire, motors, frames, receptacles, electronics, fasteners, bolts and threads, nails, screws, first aid, general information 1, general information 2, telephone numbers and airports, general science, geology, glue, solvents, paints and finishes, math, mine, mill, and aggregate, money, pipe and fittings, pumps and tanks, rope, cable, chain and knots, steel and metals, surveying and mapping, tools, water, weather and weather safety, weights and properties of materials, welding, conversion tables, 14-year perpetual calendar, index. Is everything. Did you hear, you want to hear about knots? 561. The pages are so tiny, it is like Bible pages. Rope, cable, and chain. Let's see. Knots, bends, and hitches. 585. Who shits? Knots. It's different types of them and illustrations on how to do it. It is the Pocket Reference. Yeah. This is the first step in my obsession with building a cyber deck for all my friends and loved ones. The pages are so thin, I'm trying to only turn one at a time. More knots. It's so fucking cool, but it's got like every single basic equation ever known to man and things like that. Things that I just need to have because I haven't done shit like this in... I don't want to talk about it. I think I took linear algebra in 2011. And then it's like, you can just flip to a random page, unified inch screw thread, standard screw thread series. And it's just like the conversion of screw threads across the world. If you needed to learn screw threads in a different country or something, metric versus bullshit, electricity formulas, Ohm's law, current in amps, volts and amps, power in watts, resistant in ohms, just like it's everything. Coil winding data, pilot lamps, fuses. Is this electrical engineer? Marine ship to shore? Nope. That's something else. I have no idea. I don't even know what half of it is. Receptacle configuration, straight blade receptacles. World electric connectors. Do you ever wonder about electrical connectors and the different ones in different parts of the world? Just a reference. It's literally the book of everything. World electric and TV specifications. Single phase, 3-phase frequency, plug number, TV standard. Engine stuff, phase electric motor specs. Electrical motor specs. Shit about those electrical motor batteries. That's crazy. I don't want to know about that. Wire size and voltage drop. Copper wire resistance. Computer language. A computer ASC2 and Alt plus codes. SI. ASCII. Radio isotope half-lives. Ooh, half-lives! Fun! Do we want to play a game? What do you think the half-life of chromium is? It rhymes with Lenti Kevin. It's 27 days, David. Everyone knows that. You must be watching cartoons. Uranium decay series, radioisotope half-lives, elementary particles. Periodic table of elements. Look at that cute little guy. Look at him. Look at that cute little shit. He's so cute. Adorable. I was off too. Chromium's pretty volatile, actually. I didn't know. pH of common acids. Ooh, let's play a game. What do you think the pH of sulfuric acid is? I don't want to ask that one because there's 3 different pHs because of its weight. What is the weight of citric acid? I mean the pH. Did I say weight? It's 2.1. Everybody knows that. It's too easy. It's too easy. You guys are smarter than that. Common bases, element properties. Oh, it's everything. Oh God, this book is great. I just got it when I was making dinner the other night, 2 nights ago, and I haven't got a chance to look at it yet. Hand signals for crane and hoist. Do you want to know hand signals to hoist things? I wonder if there's sign language in here. Probably not. Concrete and mortar. Calculating cubic volumes of mortar and concrete. This is so fucking useful. Holy crap. Wood gluing characteristics. Concrete, aggregate, thickness, application. Strength of wood beams. Literally, it's strength of wood beams. It has the wood species, the bending, wet versus dry, the compression, perpendicular to grain and parallel to grain, wet versus dry. Oak post, oak scarlet, oak southern red, oak swamp, oak water, oak white, eastern white pine, Idaho white pine. That's crazy. Ask us something about made-up universes instead. What color is the third moon on clock? My knee just popped backwards. That was gross. That's what we would say there. I didn't come here to feel stupid. You're smart. Shh, poos. Easy, purple, blood red. Trick question. It's translucent. Ding, ding, ding. The third moon was made invisible by the Grand Lord Trakar in the year of our Lord 71. So I know that one was too easy for you guys, but maximum floor joist spans. Insulation value of materials. Pressure treated lumber, plywood, soft lumber, skid marks, tire size and load rating. Oh my God, I'm actually going to need that. Automotive electrical wiring. Trailer connector wiring guide. Literally, like, I didn't buy this for that, but look at that. It teaches me how to wire up my fucking trailer that I'm going to have to buy so the blinkers work on it. This is the book of everything. It's like a fancy scout book, exactly why I got it. I'm not even kidding you. And everyone who builds cyber decks is like, you need this book because it has it. We're going to get there. It has all the basic math. And to do the minor coding I'm going to be able to do, I need to brush up on some basic math. And I was okay at math, so I'm not too scared. It is called The Pocket Reference by Thomas J. Glover. It's often like a week shipping. I could never get it overnight. Maybe you can. but it came and I was so excited because I forgot. I want to build a cyber deck so bad, but to build a cyber deck, I think I need some sort of laptop to do some. So that's step one. And then the ingredients to make a cyber deck outside of the actual thing we're going to put it in are upwards of like $1,000. So it's like many steps away of just like saving, but it'll be super fun when we get there. I've been watching people make cyber decks constantly. The only thing that stops me is it's not cheap, but it's so cool and so worth it. Can I ask a stupid question? Yeah, there's no such thing. I keep a copy in my show box at work. Best 20 bucks ever. They sell them at Harbor Freight. They're fucking awesome. I don't even know. I think I spent like 10 bucks on it or something, but I'm so excited. I love little learny books like that where it's like I have I can answer a cyber deck, not a stupid question. So a cyber deck is a personal computer that you can build, let's say, inside of Totoro. So we're going to cut out his belly and we're going to get a little LCD screen that's going to fit in his belly. And he's going to have plugs in his side. And we're going to put a little Raspberry Pi in there. And we're going to do a little minor coding. And we're going to code ourselves a tiny little Linux unit inside of Totoro. So you'll have the plugs there to plug in your keyboard, your externals, essentially. And you'll have a tiny, adorable little computer inside your Totoro that is untraceable, untrackable, and off the grid 100% because you made it. Is that a good example? They're usually a Raspberry Pi, exactly. You should literally, we should Google them together. People make the coolest, maybe I'll put up a donation goal on stream and we'll do it together. Because it is so fun to watch people make them. I'd love to make one with you guys. I didn't think you guys would care, but they're really fucking cool. Hold on. Dum 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 dum. Cyber decks. So there's an example of someone who put it inside of a cool clamshell case. This person put it inside of a tiny hardcore. This is the kind of thing I honestly want to make. Something that's just like small, portable, and I could throw it against a wall and it'll survive. That's, not that, but you know what I mean? They're fucking awesome. That's a cyber deck that someone made, and they're playing like Zelda on it, I think. Ocarina of Time? No, they have a gun. Goldeneye? Is that Goldeneye? That might be Goldeneye. I don't know. There's one. There's a cyber deck. They can look like anything. They can be super, super small and be really, really minimalistic, or you can make yourself like a computer of your dreams from a fucking movie you loved. I don't know. Cyber decks are so cool, and I'm obsessed with. Stop that. Put clothes on. I'm obsessed with watching people build them, and I know I can do it. I know how to solder. I know how to do all the components that are like the difficult parts, but buying all the components is like, it's like $1,000. It's not, a lot of the components you have to buy are just like things that are reusable, which is nice if you want to make another cyber deck. Look at these. That's a cyber deck. That's a cyber deck. It's incredible. People can do really, really cool things. I saw someone make one inside of a clamshell recently, and it was like a mirror on the wall situation, and it talked back, but it wasn't AI. It was super cool. That's a cyber deck. They're pretty sick. People are very creative. And it's been my hyper focus, and I want to build one, and I think I could, but it's many steps, many steps. Which Pi version? I have an Amazon list. An Amazon list. I have an Amazon list. The build that I was following when I put this together, granted this was like months ago, I don't know, was a ClassyKatie Raspberry Pi 4 4 gigabyte starter pro kit, 4 gigabytes of RAM, because I've never done it before. I saved so much stuff. Get out of here. I want to look at my cyber deck stuff. There's so much. Why? Oh, it's me. It's my screen doesn't work on that side. I was like, why am I clicking and nothing's happening? I just wanted to look at the Cyberdeck stuff and show it to you. It's really cool. And then I can become a shadow runner. Exactly. Hamburger phone would be super cool. A Cyberdeck inside of one of those hamburger phones, right? Knights of Guinevere is amazing. Dystopian. What if Disney ruled the world? What would be the coolest thing to put your Cyberdeck? I really want to put it inside this skull that Kills 3D printed for me. It's a skull he 3D printed for me. But if I put a hinge on the skull, it opens. I think that would be a really cool one. It's got plenty of room inside of it for everything. And the lid, like the head that pops off, could definitely hold a little screen. Laptop budget. I'd like to spend under $2,000. Is that reasonable? Is that crazy? That's so much money. You need one that can run Unreal Editor, and it also needs to be free. What do you mean? Probably like the Arduino stuff too. Do you have a link to that? Why haven't I seen those before? I have like 4 Raspberry Pis on my desk here. Another one on my third printer desk. Some ESP32s, too focused on LED matrix stuff. I guess when I got into it, why haven't you seen those? I can show you them. Hold on. This is what I found. And a beginner kit seemed good, reasonable for me, right? Oh, you can't. Where's my camera? That guy. Is that really reasonable? And it's like, oh shit. It's $160. That's what I was trying to add up. So it's 160, 210, 234, 247, 272, 282, 286, 297, 398. No, not 398. 308, excuse me. 308, 320, 387. Sorry, my brain stopped. 394. It's about 394-ish for most of the stuff to put together a cute little cyber deck, I think. That's what I have in here anyways. There's probably a couple other things, but that's stuff I put in my wish list to just like save to look for. But this was definitely one of the items to do it because you need the minor stuff. And this was honestly just a really good investment. I'm really excited. The vehicle wire colors and their functions. Man, if I need to fucking hotwire a car, there we go. It is kind of like a little fun, like Boy Scout companion. I love stuff like this. Oil viscosity and temperature, automotive trailer wiring. That's going to be very helpful. Auto headlight warning. Amazing. It even shows the circuit. I have a Raspberry Pi 2 Model B that I never did anything with. You should build a little cyber deck. Why not? Raspberry Pis, weren't they like 20 to 40 bucks? That's like a kit that has a whole bunch of other stuff in it, but it might still be unreasonable. I don't know. It includes the Raspberry Pi, a 32 gigabyte Evo plus a micro SD card, a USB micro SD card reader, CannaKit Premium High Gloss Raspberry Pi 4 case, power supply, Pi switch. Comes with, I don't know. Comes with all the stuff. Seems like kind of I don't know. I don't know anything though. I mean, at the end of the day, if you have a hobby and you're just building it for fun, like, it's not like I need to do it. It's just funsies. Just for funsies. It's just for hobbies when I'm waiting for paintings to dry because I don't have any room to put any more fucking paintings. Shit. I asked my sister, I was like, what's the theme of your guys' house? I want to paint you something. And she goes, ooh, it's mostly nature and a lot of naked ladies. Maybe I'll paint a naked lady. Can't paint that here, though. Antifreeze table, spark plug torque. Vehicle hours to travel a distance. Unless you're in Washington State. Miles per gallon fuel chart. Ooh, that's the automotive section. I'm going backwards. This book is crazy. I'm very excited. It seems really cool. What are you planning on using for the neural interface? My brain. Is that not good enough? Trees are mostly naked ladies. You're not wrong. Endless possibilities. Women in nature. Women are nature. Dryads. Hell yeah. $200 for the Raspberry Pi kit. $1,400 for the tongue mouse. I don't want the tongue mouse. Tongue mouse seems gross. I was trying to think where I found my list of what to get. My cyber deck list. Your $2,000 laptop budget is way more than enough. We can find you a ThinkPad with a warranty that will meet your needs for under $500. Hallelujah! Really? Yay! Oh, that's so fucking exciting. I had no idea. Yay! That's way better than $2,000. I would have to. I don't know. Sell my soul to the devil. No idea. Let's see. So, according to this list, you need a single board computer, which is our Raspberry Pi. You need a display, which is just your little mini screen, and that's however fucking big you want it to be, whatever you're putting it in. Peripherals, mouse and stuff like that, audio, and then the cables, which I had on there, data storage, which I had on there, a power system, which is it comes with the Raspberry Pi, although you could probably get a better power system, bolts, software defined radio. Oh, that's the mount for all your cables and everything. And then Wi-Fi. And that's it. Like, it's kind of crazy easy. This is the list this is the website. It's literally cyberdeck.cafe build. Have you guys ever? Am I being sucked into a cult? Well, it's way more money to actually do what I want to do, which is build fun little cyber decks for all my loved ones. Like, imagine if I could put one inside of my Totoro and his little belly opened up and I was like, Totoro, 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 Totoro. Is it a bad cult? Do they hurt women? He looks adorable with a pocket reference. You'll be installing Linux soon enough, right? I've used Linux before. Like, I'm not 100% unfamiliar with it, and that's what you put on these anyways. And then it gives you the list of items, and then like soldering. Fairly simple instructions on how to build one. It's kind of crazy. Have a good one. Ooh, are we cheersing? Yeah, let's cheers. Let's cheers to the shower. I've been learning about Meshtastic, the nerd urge to tinker. Me right now. I'm literally running out of room. I have to wait for these to dry. I have to wait for them to paint. I have to wait for them to dry. They're so wet. And I've run out of room. Like, I literally don't even have room for my palettes. They're just balancing on surfaces. So I need something else in the meantime. And this is something I've been thinking about doing for ages. And if I can get a laptop for $500, that's so much more money that I don't have to use on that. And I can save up to do a cool cyber deck instead, which is fun. Thank you for wearing sunscreen, Jade. Cheers is a very good idea. Cheers. I'm going to look. Let's look on YouTube's. That was a tangent we went on. That was cool, though. I think I might call it there. I feel sick. I feel like I just need to lay down. I look sick. My hair looks crazy. I just have like cold chills and shit. It's so gross. I keep getting these like waves of nasty goosebumps all over my body. So I'm gonna go sip soup broth and hope that goes away so we can do other cool shit. But thank you for watching stuff like that with me and talking about cool laptop stuff. And thank you, Tech, for finding me cool laptop. Cool laptops? Yep. Laptop stuff to look at, because I'm definitely going to go look at that stuff and find a way to trade my soul chunks to Satan to get a laptop, because that would be so nice. And the fact that it's so inexpensive is just the best thing ever that I've ever heard in my whole life. So thank you for looking into that. I appreciate you. There was something else I was going to say. I forgot. I know my soul chunks, they've got to be worth something. They're juicy. They're plump. The Palm Pre-phone was almost exactly like that. It just slid instead of swung up, but it had that satisfying click. I had an ish phone. I saw a phone like that had a satisfying click when I was younger, and I loved it. Back of my throat itches too. I feel like a big wiener, but I'm just like, everything itches. My throat burns. I'm just going to go try a nap or something. I don't know. I hate this shit. Don't get sick. Wash your hands. I washed the fuck out of my hands, man. I really did think we got lucky, but I guess we didn't. I'm going to drink so much tea. I did drink a lot of tea. I need to get some sort of uncaffeinated tea, although it probably doesn't matter. I'm probably not affected anymore. I'm going to drink a shit ton of tea with honey, and you do the same. Take your joy. Make sure you take your meds. They're not sitting in your pocket, and eat a pickle and wash your hands. And there's movie night tonight in the Discord, and then hopefully we hang out tomorrow. Knock on wood, this all dies. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.